I almost hit the local recording button as I started this recording, and I was like, nope, we're not having a revisit of that.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. That was one of the worst, and I love that we tried it out, and I appreciate Lana for trying it out, but that was one of the worst days of podcasting we've had in a minute.
Oh, God.
Lana and I were stuck in a studio for 2 hours because we basically couldn't move because we.
I was stuck in the studio for 2 hours.
I was
You
stuck
were
in the
in the
studio for like an
lead.
hour.
Moral support.
For most of it, yeah, you're not wrong. And I love that most of the audience is gonna have no clue what we're talking about, but all of us understand exactly what we're talking about. Anyway, hi, hello. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I am drinking my go-to custom strawberry lime energy drink concoction because I'm tired. Because breaking the fourth wall, which is a new fun thing I like to do all the time, this is our fourth recording of the day, and I'm tired. But I also have a cute intro and a cute shirt, David. Because for the occasion, I'm wearing my Turing shirt because Philippines. That's all.
Hello, I'm Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I'm just drinking water. I should be drinking something caffeinated, but I do want to go to sleep tonight, so I'm not going to do that. But if I was drinking anything else, I would drink out of my cup mug.
Oh, I really thought we were about to do it in order, and then David couldn't grab it.
There was a monster cup in the way.
Let's try that again.
I would be drinking out of my cup mug.
Ow, kind of.
Cup mugs, man, full of cup mugs.
Burr, 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 burr. Yep, that's all I
I've got
got.
to do it today. It's very exciting.
We have not got to do it today.
And that raised my energy level. Hey, I'll take that.
Right.
Come on.
Come on, raise an energy level. You can get your cup book to raise your energy level as well at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. We do ship domestically here in the United States to our friends in Canada and our friends down in Mexico for sure. So for you, there are no excuses. Internationally, there are some excuses, but we're working on it. One step closer. I'm getting it. Bam. Get your cup mugs or merch, period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I do have a cute intro this time. Because if you're looking for somebody more bitter than Jonbers Blonde and Scarlet Envy combined, you've come to the right place. That person is David Healy. And I also have a cute shirt. I'm wearing my Marina Summers shirt.
What?
Work.
Okay. And I am Brandon, a professional fangirl of Concert Dragon video games. As always, I'm drinking water because also, again, hydration is important. But also, as Logan is saying, I am enjoying my lead.
I was about to ask again. I'm glad you're enjoying your lead. Well, it's over. And oh boy, was this a finale.
Very interesting.
It sure was a finale. We have a winner. Maybe not the winner that some of us expected. We'll probably talk about that right up top because I think it's probably best to do that before we do that.
The Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably best because then I think we can actually enjoy the rest of the discussion of the joint reunion finale.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
talk about, because I loved this format, low-key. But we'll talk about all that. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we are here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And as we close out another Drag Race season, right now, the only Drag Race season we are covering is season 16. And that is also almost over. We are covering Solo Las Mas down in Mexico, so we will be here to cover that. We've got some fabulous interviews, some other great Drag Race content coming in the interim, because we don't know when the next Drag Race premiere is going to be. So we're gonna try to fill our time here. Keep content coming on this channel for sure, but we have 3 other channels with a whole hell of a lot of content as well, and they will be having loads of content over the next month or so. So make sure to go check out our channels with Almost All Things Reality TV, Almost All Things Eurovision Song Contest, and Almost All Things Wrestling Recaps over on our newest channel, The Cup Ringside. So go make sure to go check that out. And if you would like to become a member of our channel for exclusive content and early access to some of our content, hit the join button here on this video, or you can head over to our Patreon. Same content, different platform. That link is in the description below. So, with that being said, I know what David's specific bitterness and concerns are about this finale, and I will say I do tend to agree with them. So, honestly, David, do you want to start the conversation about it? Because I mean, this finale felt produced.
Yeah, I can give my thoughts.
Sure.
And you may agree with some and may not agree with it, but this has, I want to make this clear, this has 0% to do with any of the finalists. They're all there for the same reason. They all want to win. They all want to do their best. They all did do their best. So I have no ill will towards anybody. If you're on the internet, like bashing or saying racist things towards anybody, you're not doing yourself or the person that you were rooting for any favors. You're only making their fan base look insane. So stop, please.
And I would hope that people that are our fans as well wouldn't do that, because that's the last thing that we would ever support, promote, any of that. So on that note specifically, go send support to the queens that you love. I know I've been doing that for all of the queens that I've loved on this season. So if you're thinking about typing something hateful, don't do it, and just go support the queens that you love. Go get their merch. Go get our merch. But go get their merch, more importantly. Go support them. Go send them a message. Go comment on their posts. Go, like bomb their Instagram, something like that. Like, go support them. There's no need to tear people down. Over a somewhat scripted, edited, televised reality drag competition show.
But yeah, as I was saying, queens are not at fault here. For me, this is all about production, and specifically, this is about a $50,000 prize. So for me, this is the very first season of Drag Race UK or versus the world, UK versus the world, that has a cash prize. It's $50,000. And I honestly think it was very important to production that if we're giving out our first cash prize, it kind of has to be to a UK queen. And I feel like all the decisions made in this episode were in a way to ensure that was the outcome. If we saw a lip sync where it was a hatchet job and somebody may have won the lip sync that might not have done the best in the lip sync, and we can't be certain because of how awful that editing was on the lip sync, but that is a big indicator, a huge indicator. Looking at the queens' faces in the eliminated queens when they are shocked. They're shocked to see somebody named as the winner of a lip sync. That is a big indicator. And then we see other lip syncs where the judging, we'll get into it, the judging may be questionable on who is winning. It really goes to your preferred style of lip sync, I guess. But it all just seemed like the perfect storm to get the desired outcome for the show. And I'm so happy for the winner. I'm so happy for her because she way improved from her first season. She really grew on me this time. But it just felt so forced and manipulated. And nobody can be satisfied with that kind of win, And I'm sure Tia probably does not feel great about how this came out on the show. She doesn't feel great knowing that people are out there saying, wow, this was rigged for her. This was rigged for her. But they kind of made it seem rigged for her. So yeah, my issues are all with production, and I want to make that perfectly clear.
And as someone who's been an incessant Tia Kofi stan, have been since her original season, and I've been the person on this podcast promoting her and, praising her the most. I agree with what David has to say, for sure. I think there is definitely an element of production putting their hand into this. and getting the outcome that they want, which is unfortunate. For me personally, I will say, and this is not the opinion of everyone on the panel, for me personally, I would have been fine with any of the 4 people winning, because genuinely, this is one of my favorite top 4s I've ever seen on Drag Race.
I agree with that.
And I think each one of these queens could have won, and it would have been 100% justified, and I would have been so happy for them, and it would have been a phenomenal story and a phenomenal journey for all of them. Am I happy with who won? Of course I am. And we'll talk more about it later. But at the end of the day, there was an air of invisible hand in this finale. And that's kind of, you know, if you're not seeing that, then I would urge you to potentially rewatch, potentially, you know, again, don't send hate to people. All the things. So
this is a classic case of don't hate the player, hate the game. Because honestly, the players in this game of Drag Race are very innocent of just doing what they are told to do, and they go on and they do it. The game is what is producing things and making things look a certain way. I am very happy for Tia Kofi. Do I think Tia deserves this win? Absolutely deserves this win. I feel like everybody in that top 4 winning would have been deserved. Absolutely. Because they all came in and they gave us a great show. This season has been a great season of drag content, and I enjoyed it from beginning to end. And I didn't see anybody's original season. I haven't seen anybody's original season. But from listening to how everybody talked about their original seasons and how they, you know, came up and had a big glow up, Tia was one of those people that had a huge glow up. And it showed from when they would do flashbacks and things like that. I was like, oh, okay. And I feel like people who are sending her racist comments, number 1, grow up. Number 2, get a life. And number 3, you're showing how unintelligent you are, that you always have to default back to racism. That's the only thing you can go back to, is to insult somebody is by saying racist things. That's your unintelligence showing right there. Because if that's your default, honey, do better. But also realize this isn't her fault that you didn't agree with her win.
Yeah.
That's a you problem, not a Tia problem. Her fans are very happy for her, and we should allow them to be happy for her. Because if it was your fave, you would want people to allow you to be happy for her. I was one. I mean, I didn't know Tia Kofi, but did I think she did an amazing job this season? Absolutely. Was I happy that she won? Absolutely. Did I think the production put some hands in it? Absolutely. All of it could be true. But to default to racism and hate is very lowbrow, low-hanging fruit, and very classless on your part. So if you are fans of the cup and you are doing that because your fave didn't win, please unsubscribe to us right now, because I don't really want you as a fan. And I'm going to be very honest and upfront when I say that. We don't want you as a fan if you can't separate a television show to somebody's real life. Hurtful words can hurt people, and it's not deserved. It's not deserved. So that's my little TED talk. If you don't like Tia or anybody else because they're not your favorites and you want to send hate comments, make sure you click the unsubscribe button here first, and then you go off and show your hate, because we have no tolerance for that here at the cup, period. But other than that, Tia deserves, Hannah deserves, Grande Dame deserves, and Marina Summers deserves. And they ate this season down. we should just be thankful and grateful and happy that they were able to get on this platform and give us this entertainment, because this was quality
It was
entertainment.
one of the best Drag Race seasons of all time. I think we're going to look back at this season and we're going to remember, we're going to remember this moment of people, being hateful towards Tia. But I think we're going to remember this as one of the best seasons of all time. I really do. Before we move on, Brandon, I wanted to make sure that we gave space for you as well if you had anything to discuss on that specific topic.
Yes. As I watched the season throughout, since I haven't been able to cover this with y'all like the last couple weeks. However, I've been able to watch because I've been invested in this season. Like you all said, this is like one of probably the all-time favorite seasons of any Drag Race franchise. I think the most of the recent of the seasons.
Yeah.
Because a lot of good seasons have come up, and this one takes the cake right now. Because Philippines 2 was up there for me for a while, and now with UK versus the World 2, I was like, this is amazing. You know how invested I was with this? I actually got to watch majority of the season in my car while I was driving.
Good. I love that.
That's dangerous.
A little,
but here's the caveat. I only listen in because obviously I can't actually watch it.
Oh, sure.
But my initial watches I actually watched through, but for once I have wanted to rewatch for the moments. One of Marina's lip syncs Release Me. That was that was the epitome of what this season was for me, because that was my favorite lip sync of this season, and I was just again gobsmacked everything. It was and with the response that's been happening, it just really shows how unfortunate everyone's cards are showing that should not be. And we've been I've been seeing how toxic this fandom can get ever since season 4 of regular Drag Race.
Yeah.
So it's starting to show up again, and I really hope people get their reality check, because it ain't cute.
I don't think it's ever gone away.
I'm about to say it's never left.
It's never left.
I know, but it's been reinforced. So
yeah, which is unfortunate. So yes, like Lana said, if you are out there sending hate to really honestly anybody queen on Drag Race anywhere, get a reality check. Realize that you're sending hate to real people that are on a reality TV show. And go see a damn local drag show, because I can guarantee to you, if you're sending hate to people online, you've never seen real drag.
I thought you were going to say, go see a damn therapist.
And that too.
That too.
Go see a damn therapist, and then go tip your local drag queens, which also just everyone do in general. And yeah. So with that out of the way, let's talk about this reunion finale, because I have to say, I actually did really, really enjoy a lot of this reunion finale. And to touch on the format of having a mini reunion within the whole thing, I loved it. I loved this.
I liked it because it deleted all the fluff in between. We didn't have to get all the fluffiness and the foolishness.
We didn't get the, oh my God, what was our first impression of everyone?
Right.
Oh my God. And we also didn't get, what would you say to 3-year-old David? I was like, thank God, because I don't want that. I don't need that in my life whatsoever.
And the versus of worlds are much better about cutting that sort of stuff.
I will say 3 for 3 now. They have been very, very good. All of the versus the world finales have been very succinct in that matter. I do agree with you, David. Mm-hmm. Before we get into the reunion itself, we do see everybody coming back in. Scarlet was just eliminated. We find out that Tia also picked Scarlet, to nobody's surprise, really.
A little surprise, a little bit.
From Tia?
Yeah, from Tia, just because she made it kind of clear that oh wow, I can take my shot right now. And like I said in the last episode, I really think the game changer was when Marina went to her and she's like, hey, we can represent for all of those brown queer people out there. And I think that really opened Tia's mind to the bigger picture. And I absolutely think that's what saved Marina from, I mean, she wouldn't have gone home anyways, but that saved her from being pulled by Tia.
I'm so mad I missed last week's episode because Euphoria came on and I screamed. And then to see Tia Kofi, the Eurovision queen, lose a Eurovision lip sync was honestly kind of funny.
She lost.
And she lost.
She absolutely
she
lost. I was like, oh, Hannah ate her up.
Hannah ate her up. And
That was
Hannah
so
is
good.
a good lip syncer. As we saw in this episode, Hannah is a good lip syncer.
Mm-hmm.
All four of these queens are... That is all we saw. You're right, Lana. You're very correct. But let's talk about our reunion finale hybrid situation. I pulled Rue's look here as well from the finale just because judges. But we had Michelle hosting the reunion. Another foray into Michelle hosting Drag Race Down Under.
Practice.
A lot of practice. I have to say, I really enjoyed Michelle hosting this reunion.
I did too. Gave very like what you packing vibes. Like
it really did. Honestly, it did. And she's always been kind of like mother figure to a lot of the girls. And I know a lot of the queens throughout all of the seasons Michelle's judged have been like, oh yeah, no, I still talk to Michelle. Like Michelle checks in on me every once in a while. And so it really was what you packing vibes where she's just here to like support everybody and talk to everybody and give everybody their moment. And that's what she did. So.
Yeah, it's just going to take a little getting used to for me.
Of course.
Because I don't watch What You Packing. So
you should.
I know. I used to, but I'm like, oh, they don't really show that much. Like it's
They
always
do
like
now.
Well, it's like usually 3 looks, right?
It's always been 3
it's always been 3 looks.
Yeah, and that's not that much is what I'm saying.
Fair.
Especially for the
Valid.
early outs.
Well, you want these girls to pack their bags and then go to
I want to see
hotel.
everything.
Well, okay, and to be fair, with the one that they did this week for the season 16 elimination, all 3 of the looks that she showed were looks that she wore on the show.
Oh.
So, like, it's not like we saw anything new from her.
The first time I ever watched one, and it's still, I will never forget, was Jasmine Masters in season 7. And it was from her hotel room because she was like, I'm just going. I'm leaving.
I remember
and
that.
Michelle was like, I just got to get you. Like, I got to get you as
and
you're
it's
walking.
like 5 minutes, too. Like, it's nothing at all because Jasmine was just like, I'm over this shit. I'm not doing this. And then RuPaul and her best Xanadu.
I don't like the shoes with the dress because they're 2 different color greens. That bothered me so much when she walked. I was like, why the greens not like you could have put that fabric over that green fabric to match that dress to match,
even like a forest green, I think would have worked better for the leg straps. Like a darker green instead of like the neon bright green.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Shoot, do
or
gold.
Black. Or gold.
Or black. Like,
or white.
This neon green was just not it for me.
Or brown. Or not yellow.
Pink.
Pink. Or
violet.
Orange.
Indigo.
Roy
I'm
G.
just
Biv.
naming colors. Just naming colors at this point.
Roy G. Biv, except yellow.
Roy G. Biv, except yellow. But yes. So we have all of the reunion looks from our queens. Do we want to go very quickly and do critiques and scores for the reunion looks?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Elimination order?
Sure.
Sounds right.
Cool. Start with Brandon.
I was hoping.
Start with Brandon, and we're going to start with Mayhem Miller.
We're gonna keep it quick, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
keep it quick.
Mhm.
I love that Mayhem's like throwing the knots of the glove look as always, which I love so much. And it's just very different from her promo. So, which I love. And I love how it's like very accentuated on just the gloves. This Mayhem's a 90 for me. Arantxa.
Oh, I thought we were going
Oh.
around and doing each person and then
Yeah, each
Oh,
one.
okay. So
I'll go next on Mayhem. Yeah, I didn't even notice until afterwards that it was the glove look that she was going to use for her glow up.
the headpiece is the same glove from season 10.
Oh,
I don't know if
that's
you
funny.
saw. Yeah.
Because to be honest, I did not think that was a winning look in season 10. But I do like this. I think this is a glow up for sure. Like I thought she looked very good. It was interesting because we got so many looks between this and the finale that were looks they were going to do throughout the season. In fact, one of the queens definitely put their finale look on Instagram for a different challenge. I'm like, oh, you already. Oh, it's two of them, yes, because Arantxa here and then Choriza in the next one.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Mayhem, I think this looks very good. I'm going to give it an 88.
Yeah, I thought Mayhem looks great. She looks lovely. I don't know nothing about no glove look, so I couldn't compare it to anything else. I just thought this was very cool, and I gave her a 92.
I love Mayhem. I'm so happy she's back. I love this. She really went black looks for a lot of this season and very, very proudly black. We'll talk about her finale look in a second because, oh, dear God. Yes. I gave Mayhem a 90 here.
work. All right, next up with Arantxa. So it's hard to tell with this, obviously, because she has her Miss Congeniality sash here. However, simple, but it worked really well. Like it was really effective for me. That like for a reunion, I was like, just know what you know, and it just pulled it off really well for me. 85.
Yeah, I like this. I believe this was her When I Glow Up look for her Scream look.
Yeah.
It didn't look exactly how she put it on Instagram, but you could tell it was that. So I definitely like this. I don't know. It didn't quite work as well here as it did on Instagram. But I still thought she looked very good. Her face looked good. I like this wig. She really, of this cast, I think she has had, she's definitely had the biggest glow up of anybody. So I really appreciate it.
Her and Tia, honestly.
Tia is, but I felt like Arantxa had more room to grow.
Agreed.
But yeah, it's definitely those two. I'll give her an 83.
I think Arantxa still has room to grow, so that's just me personally. But I think this look is the best I've seen her look on this season. I think this is one of her best looks of the season because I'm gonna be honest, I have not been a huge Arantxa fan this whole time, but this one I feel like is her best look that she has shown on this thing. So I gave her 88.
Yeah, I think she looks fantastic. I love the wig. The garment is good. It fits her like a glove. I absolutely think she looks incredible. I'm giving her an 85.
Work. Next up for Jonbers. Love this blue. I love this blue. And I also love how like the blonde it also like adds the effect of like the entire look as well. Yeah, it was just very, very solid. Like again, another simple but effective. This will be 87 for me.
Yeah. This is reunion look 101. But I mean, she still looks good. I mean, she looks like Plain Jane always does, right? No, I think it was the shoulders that gave me Plain Jane a little bit.
It really did.
But yeah, I thought she looked. There's really not much to say here. I just like the fabric. I like the color. But it's very as straightforward as it comes. I gave it 78.
Yeah, it's simple. It's pretty. It's blue. I like the blue. It's pretty simple. 81.
I think she looks fine. This for me is my least favorite of the Tiffany blue blonde wig combination, which we saw several times throughout this entire episode. I was a little gooped by all of the. I was like, was there a Tiffany blue runway that a bunch of people like they just didn't use on the season? That's my conspiracy theory. Regardless, Jonbers looks good. It's fine. I gave her a 77.
Nice. All right. Next up, Keta Minaj. Keta's so smart with her looks, as always. This wig, it's very interesting to see this wig, with this contrast with this look, though. Like, it's in a good way. Like, I was very intrigued. It was like very unique of all the other looks, which I loved. Hard to tell. I love that it's like one strap and then it's like with this corset. Is that right?
Yeah, it's one strap with the corset, and then I think it was just a skirt. Bottom.
Yeah, no, but very unique. Like, and I love how it is compared to everyone else's. So, this one I'm going to give an 86.
Yeah, I'm so mad still. I am not over Keta being eliminated as early as she was.
We're all mad.
We're all.
And just wait until we talk about the next group of looks, because I'm just gonna say she stole the show. But this I really like. I love the kind of sculptured like chest plate here that we have. I'm obsessed with the wig. She's honestly had some of my favorite wigs ever on Drag Race this season. Just with that hand coming up, I thought that was so cool. Like, she cannot fail for me. This is a 91. Lana is away.
Yes. Hi. Yeah, I love this from Keta. It's not my favorite thing Keta wore on the season, I'll be honest. But for a reunion look, it's cute. It's lovely. The wig had me perplexed. I gotta be honest. I was a little perplexed by the wig. I'm not mad at the wig. I'm not mad at the wig. I never said the wig was bad. I said I was perplexed. And that is not a negative emotion, David Healy.
Okay.
Because guess what? I'm still gonna give her an 87.
Oh, if you was mad at Logan for saying perplexed, you'll hate what I gotta say, because I hate that wig.
No, with the hand.
Ooh.
I hate the wig. I do not like that wig. It looks like Bozo the Clown's cousin. I do not like that.
This picture doesn't do it justice. Like,
it
watching
didn't look good on the runway. I watched it, David. It didn't look good to me. I didn't like it.
You're forgetting how good it was.
No, I am not. Literally not forgetting. It just wasn't good for me. I don't like this because it's giving me very kinky kind of like yucky hair that you don't like. I don't care. Sorry, don't like it. It's yucky hair that it's been teased and it's just knotted up, and it's like she had it thrown in the back of the closet and was like, "Oh, let me pull it out," and slapped it in dust and was like, "All right, let me put that on." I don't like it. The look itself, I like the corset. I like the front part of the bang. I like the bang of the wig. I don't like that green thing. I'm not recommending it. So I gave her a 70.
Oh.
Sorry. I love Keta. She was one of my favorite queens of the season, but I did not like this wig.
See, when you do clownery, David, the clown comes back to strike.
Oh, justice for Keta. Hey, hashtag justice for Keta in the comments of this video if you love the wig.
And you know people are going to do it too. Anyway, Brandon, what do you have to say about Gothy Kendoll?
Gothy Kendoll. Another person who had a real glow up from the original season, obviously.
Did she?
In a way.
There was a glow.
We don't know. We didn't see it. We don't know. You didn't see it. She didn't show nothing. She showed one look.
2.
Two looks.
And I love this wig. Like just the intricate design of the whole I'm trying to remember how that's described. Like the front of like the whole. I know that's not a bang, but
it's sculpture wig.
Sculpture wig. Like I just love that. And then, I will say though, like the feathers really make the outfit. So that's it. But still, she like really impressed me like throughout the entire season because like she had like a lot more confidence from back when. Because you can tell that she was like enjoying being on the show this time around. So for me, this was another 85.
Yeah, I think she looks good. The sculptured wig is good, but we've seen it a lot. For me, the feathers like almost look like straw. Like it almost looks like she just came back from like a walk of shame, like hooking up with a scarecrow a little bit, and she's got some remnants left over on her outfit. Like, oh girl, wipe that off, everybody's gonna know. We know where you just were. But she still looks good, so I'm not mad at it. It's at least interesting. Like I feel like her and Jonbers were both a little straightforward. Sorry, Lana. They were both a little straightforward, but at least she did something a little more interesting with it. So I'll give her an 80.
I hate you for that comment.
I love you for this. I love you for this. The walk of shame with the scarecrow.
Okay. Don't be proud, girl.
Oh, be proud, girl. Ain't no walk of shame. You so
Right.
walk up.
I hope that scarecrow dick was good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the walk of yes.
I hope you effed his brains out.
And the thing is,
that's how the scarecrow lost his brain.
and we know Gothy did because we know she's
Raw.
Mhm.
Oh, she
literally raw.
Love that for you, Gothy. Oh gosh, this look is fine. There's nothing special about this look. It's fine. The sculpture wig is giving me Cinnabon head, and I kind of love it. I'm here for it. It's cute. It's a black dress with a feather boa type of jacket deal, or the scarecrow's feathers, which is whatever. It's fine. You get a 79, Gothy. 79.
I feel like we spent so much time talking about this subpar look. I thought this was fine. I thought this was acceptable. I thought this was boring, which is about what I could say about Gothy's run on the season. 75.
Fair. All right, next up, Choriza May. Love this outfit. I just love this. Like Choriza, like she was like one of my favorites. Like when it comes to most of the runways this season, and she just proved herself because like her Marge Simpson look was still one of my favorites. And then with this one specifically, just so good. Let me look. I'm going through the episode just to see the full look again, just so I can know like what I got from it. So go back to me so I can get my official score later. So I can go. David, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I probably should be doing the same thing Brandon is, but I'm not. So I actually watched this at a friend's place. I didn't have my computer to take notes, and I usually take notes on all the looks and then write my scores. So I'll be honest, I do not really remember what this look looks like. What I'm seeing right now, it looks like a trash bag wrapped around her. I don't remember feeling that way watching the episode. So what I'm going to do is give her a 75 and reserve my right to watch it again later and change my score. Okay. Well, I'll give her a 78. And still, I might change my score later.
Yeah, mine's an 86. And I love this wig. So.
Yeah. For me, Oh, Lord. Sorry. About to choke again. I think the look is fine. It's a lot of black happening, but I do like the fact that it's sculptured and the way it's going up the shoulder and all of that. I think it's good. I think Choriza looks good. I would give it a 78. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it on Instagram, and I remember thinking it was more trash baggish watching it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really said, oh, is she doing a tribute to Chi Chi DeVayne? That's really what I thought. And that's no shade to Teresa. The wig is everything. So the wig is going to save the score for me, because otherwise it's a perfectly fine dress. I'm going to match the 78.
Work. And then last of the eliminated queens, Scarlet Envy. She was really giving Cinderella, and I love this so much. And just like the whole gown part in the bottom just was everything. Also loved the jewels on the top. 95 for Scarlet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also got Cinderella from it. She's a queen that had some of my favorite looks this season, so I think I was expecting really good things from her, and she did do well, especially compared to a lot of the other early eliminated queens here, because this is straightforward, but it does feel just taken up a little bit of a level. I think I was expecting like my mind to be blown, which she wasn't going to do that. I'll give her 85.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was cute. I love the color on her. I like the wig on her. I like her makeup that she did, and I would give it a 93.
I will be honest, I got more Cinderella from Tia's than I did Scarlet's, and we'll talk about Tia here in a second. I don't think Scarlet's looks bad. As someone that also really enjoyed Scarlet's package, I wasn't expecting something absolutely major from this. And I think this is perfectly fine. It's a lovely gown, beautiful gowns, lovely gowns. I also gave her an 85.
Yes.
Anaconda.
The exaggeration in both the skirt, like the skirt moment, and the shoulders, that sold it for me. And I just love this pink. Like it was like even the pink shoes.
The shoes.
Because and this picture doesn't tell as much, but it's like more pastel, I believe, and it actually worked well here. So because it gives a lighter pink in the shoes than it is in the wig, which I loved about that. And that might also be the lighting, but it still was able to show that off really nice. This one I gave a 91.
Yeah, I love Hannah, and I thought this was a strong look for her. It's strong for a reunion look. I'll say that. Yeah, it was a really nice fabric. It was the wig matched perfectly. Her makeup was so strong. Honestly, I don't think we talk about it enough how strong her makeup is compared to a lot of the queens on this cast. Like,
and I would say,
so
especially
polished.
compared to her makeup on season 2, which was good.
It was good,
but there's
then.
definitely a polish to her face on this season for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, in person, it looks just as good.
I bet. Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her. I'll give her 88.
Hannah kind of knew when this was go air and what time of year this was, because she pulled out her best Sunday best Easter dress, and she pulled out her Easter shoes, and she pulled out her. She was like, and I'm gonna like shock them a little bit with my Easter hair, but I'm gonna make it pink just to match my dress. This is I'm finna go to Sunday morning mass or Sunday morning service for Easter service, and I'm gonna do my Easter speech, and then we're going out to eat afterwards and enjoy our time together as a family. It's beautiful. I liked it. For a reunion, I'm here for it. And I think she did well. I will give it an 88.
I really love this. I agree with that, Lana. I immediately went, "Oh, Easter Sunday, cute." Like I think it's really cute. I love this neck shoulder piece wraparound situation that she's got going on because that adds volume to her, and she really knows how to maximize her short stature. Because I thought she looked so long and so tall in this. The hair definitely helps that too. She knows what silhouette is going to make her look good, and she sticks with it, and she really does have such a perfect grasp on what looks good on her and what's not going to look good on her. I was going to say she never missed on the runway, but that if you're excluding the one look she made,
I was about to say that's not true.
That's still not true. But I would say like 85% of what she wore, I really liked.
Yes.
And this is included in that. I gave her a 91.
Work.
Which means we have a pair of 88s and a pair of 91s.
Work.
I love that for us.
La Grande Dame from France.
France.
The last time we'll get to do that for a little bit.
I know. Also, I did not know that a nickname they gave the Grande Dame was Dada.
Oh yeah, that's why they called her Dada throughout the entire season.
Which I love though. So
yes.
But this look though, she did what needed to be done. Just like, come on, like I love a monochromatic moment, especially this red. And I actually do like how the red wig is like darker. It kind of like adds to the accent. But yeah, this was a full cup.
Winner of the reunion looks for me. I was obsessed with this. Like, I thought this was so good. This could have been her finale look for sure. It had size, it had polish, it was perfect color for her. I just was so obsessed with it. Like, it was pretty close between two of them for my favorite look. We'll get into the next one very soon. But yeah, for me, this was I want to say 95.
Yeah, she looked great. This was beautiful. When she walked out, I was like, yeah, that is how you come to show the girls that you are here. You are a finalist, and they should have been scared to put you that far in the competition. Like, they should have sent you home week one because, baby girl, you ate. This was so good. I love the volume of the dress. I love the color of the dress. I love the makeup she has on. I love the wig. It's not huge because you don't have to be because the dress is huge itself. It's beautiful. I think she did a really good job. I gave it a 98.
I love this from her. I think I love a monochromatic look. I love how just big the look is. The whole arm situation is so cool. I really, really enjoy it. Having all of, like, the big bulkiness of the fabric on the dress and then just having the full shoulder exposed. I loved that contrast too. I think she looks incredible. I gave this a 97.
Nice.
Next up, Marina Summers.
I don't know why. So, I was like, the fact that this is like actually kind of dialed back Marina in the best way possible. Because, of course, I know, like, when I see Marina's looks, it's always like very extravagant, but this is like very like dialed back, like, but still amazing. And also, like, when she walked on the runway and showed the small ass crack, I was just like, oh, that is so smart. I'm gonna give this a 96.
Yeah, I love this. This was perfect for a reunion look. It just looks so polished, so clean, so shiny, so sparkly. Not crazy about the nude, but I don't know how she could have fixed that and made it any better. But yeah, this was really, really good. I'll give it a 93.
Marina Summers said, I'm going to show you my best impression of Miss Universe, Miss Philippines in Miss Universe pageant. And that is what she did. And if you watch any of the universe pageants, you know that the Philippines always comes correct.
Oh, yeah.
The Philippines always look good. The Philippines evening gown is always at the top of the list for me. Like, I don't think there's ever been a Miss Universe pageant I'm like, Philippines dress is whack. Like, that's ugly. I've said that about several other countries, but never about the Philippines.
USA.
Oh, I've definitely said about USA. Like, that
Sure
dress
have
is
to.
whack. That is
Absolutely.
trash. But Philippines and Colombia and Venezuela. Philippines, Colombia, and Venezuela. Maybe they know how to do it. But that is what a perfect Miss Universe dress is. And she looked like she is about to be crowned Miss Universe. And I love it. She looks beautiful. Do I like it more than Grande Dame? Maybe slightly less. So I gave her 97.
I'm just gonna get my score out of the way because I think it's very funny. I gave her a 98, which is literally the opposite. Lana and I gave opposite scores. I sure did. But so I hate to break it to you all, but the reason she actually didn't win UK versus the World is because she's actually going on to win Miss Universe.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure that everyone got that memo. But yeah, that's why she couldn't win this crown, because she couldn't be a current reigning queen and go win Miss Universe. So that's why. I hope that clears it up, David.
Word.
That's the reasoning. But no, I love this. Before Lana gave that score, my actual response was going to be Marina Summers in question and answer. Your question is, because that's really what it feels like.
Literally, that is what it is.
And I thank you.
And I thank you.
Absolutely.
I got it this time, David.
You did it.
Couldn't get it all during Drag Dame.
Watch our Drag Dame coverage right here, in there, in there, in there, in there, in there.
Oh, now I
I'm
gotta.
kidding.
Now I gotta remember to do a damn card. God damn it.
51 minutes.
I'm sorry. I was
no,
joking.
you're fine. Don't worry
We
about
will
it.
go do it anyway, but that's fine.
Okay, well, now that we've talked about the looks for an hour,
Your coffee.
Oh yeah,
we still have tea.
I'll be quick.
I'll
be quick with Tia with this, because this is the better Cinderella. So for me, yes, I wanted to like save the whole the comparison until we got to Tia, and it's just like so flowy, which I loved so much compared to Scarlet's, and then also with the added necklace, it just helps the look for me. This was a 98.
Wow. Okay. I don't know that it was a better Cinderella for me. I think it was a little more understated. It was definitely very nice. Like, if you showed me this a couple years ago and said, "This is Tia Kofi," I'd be like, "What? Where? Where?" Her face looks really good here. The wig, I think I would have preferred it to be like a longer, like down wig like Scarlet did, but I really like this fabric, and I really like the gloves. The gloves are what I prefer mainly from her look compared to Scarlet. I hate that we're comparing them now. Look what you started, Brandon. I'm gonna give her an 83.
For me, I like this dress. I don't know if I like it more or less. I just really like the dress. I like the necklace. What bothers me, and my only critique is, I feel like we kept getting very like profile shots of Tia, because they would take it from this angle, and we would get this, and her eyelashes were just way too long, because she has like her eyelids are like a droopy type eyelid, and when she put those lashes on, it covers up her whole eyelid. It looked like somebody punched her in the eye, and she had a black eye. Because she had the smoky eye with the heavy lash, and then it was mascara and all. It just looked too dark on one side of her face. And that was my only critique about her look. I thought she looked beautiful in the dress. I thought the dress and the wig and the hair and all that was pretty. It was just like that one thing just kept bothering me the whole night. Just looked like somebody gave her a black eye. And I was like, that's because those lashes are way too big and way too long for the shape of her eye. But other than that, I thought it was good. I gave her a 87.
I am going to agree with Brandon. I actually preferred, like I said earlier, I preferred Tia's Cinderella-inspired look to Scarlett's. None of the Tiffany blue blonde wig looks were bad by any means of the imagination, but I actually pretty much agree with exactly what Brandon said. I did love how flowy, and it felt like a more grandiose garment to me in a lot of ways. I love the strapless design on Tia because that's different for her. I did really like it. I gave her a 91. So now that we've spent about 40 minutes talking about the looks, I didn't have a whole lot to say about the reunion on a whole. I think it was pretty blah, with the exception of Scarlet being better.
And Jonbers.
And Jonbers being better. And Mayhem being Mayhem.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, I'm a little confused by Jonbers being so bitter. I kind of get it for Scarlet. I
absolutely get it for Scarlet, 100%.
Yeah, just because, as she said, Hannah's reasons changed between the two times that she picked her lipstick. It changed. And so there was no consistency. It felt personal. And we have to remember, this is very fresh. This is right after she was the most recent elimination. So I absolutely understand it. It still wasn't a great look for her. She just kept mean mugging throughout this reunion, and I'm like, girl, just
and then
internalize
especially
it
when Tia doubled down and was like, if it makes you feel any better, I also picked your lipstick.
Oh, I
Like,
laughed.
it actually makes me feel worse.
I burst out laughing because I'm like, how's that going to make her feel better, Tia?
And then she was like, you know, it actually makes me feel worse. And then pivoted back to Hannah and goes, it just felt like a really personal decision. It really honestly felt like the whole Q playing Jane a mandatory meeting situation on season 16, where they like Q and Plain were talking and then Amanda had to be like brought into the conversation. Like it felt a little bit kind of like that in a sense. But yeah, Hannah was under fire here.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm falling on the side of Scarlet here because it did feel personal. I thought even when Hannah was explaining it, I was like, girl, that don't make no sense. That is not what it is, because you literally 1 week you had us lipstick and it wasn't about track record, and then the next week you put my lipstick and it was about track record. It's not about track record, and I said it the first time she did it. I was like, Hannah ain't picking it because of track record. She picking you because she don't like you. And I would have had more respect for Hannah if she was like, look, I picked you because we didn't have a connection. I don't like you that much. And I would have been like, girl, I get it. Facts.
To go off of that, because I do tend to agree with you, does she have to say that twice to Scarlet? Because the first time, I will say, she did say that the reason that she picked Scarlet the first time at top 6 was because she just didn't have a connection with Scarlet. And
then just have that same energy when you do pick her and send her home. Don't be like, sure, the second time around, be like, oh, it's because of track record. No, it's not. It's because we don't have the connection. Just say that. Sure. When I ask you, is this the same reason why you picked me the last time? Because we don't have a connection. You'd be like, oh, no, it's because of track record. Then why wasn't last time because of track record? Because I had the same track record. It was like, I would have had more respect for Hannah if she would have been like, I didn't pick you because we didn't have that connection. I didn't same thing last thing. I kept that same energy when I picked you twice because we don't have that connection. I would rather go to the final 4 with people who I have connected with and I'm friends with. I would have had more respect for her if she would just said that instead of being like, oh, now it's about track record. And then want to go into the back and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she was coming for me like that. I thought she was going to leap across the couch on me. If you would just be honest and be real with, 10 toes down on what you're doing. I don't like you. Therefore, I sent you home.
I don't like you.
I don't like you. And I'd be like,
I don't like you.
And I'd be like, work, Hannah. Do you. And you can't do nothing but respect their truth. And if the truth is, I don't like you or I don't have a connection with you, stand 10 toes down, girl.
Valid.
Yeah. But Scarlet just probably felt like she was playing in her face. I felt like Scarlet felt like you were playing in my face. Like, you know why you didn't do it.
And it's definitely a valid
tell me why you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a valid emotion for sure, especially knowing that like this was probably 1 or 2 days after Scarlet was eliminated. Like it's still very fresh.
Very fresh. She didn't have time to process it like Jonbers.
I hope they've had the opportunity to work through it since then. But
so.
Scarlet is the drama, so it wouldn't surprise me if she hadn't worked through it with Hannah.
Can you believe somebody? Hold on. A side note away from this. Can you believe somebody in Lamont said, "I'm the drama"?
I know. I was like, Lana, the drama? If there's anyone that's the drama in the Lamaze coverage, it's me. So
I'm the drama. Okay, work. I like being the drama. But okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was watching this and I'm like, if anybody has a right to be a little bitter in this group, for me, it's actually Keta, because knowing that she went home after having a win under her belt, and she went home against somebody who completely resigned themselves to going home. I like, it still doesn't sit right with me. I'm gonna say it. I think Keta might be the most robbed queen in the history of the franchise between her 2 seasons combined.
2 times now.
Yeah. And it was just so sad watching her here, and you could tell she just feels a little defeated. She feels like she sucked this season. So I did appreciate Michelle encouraging her and being like, no, you did not suck.
I honestly, what I hope to see, and there are a lot of Drag Race Holland queens that I think would be amazing to see on this. I hope Holland gets representation in Global All-Stars too, because allegedly, spoiler, there's no one from Holland on Global All-Stars Season 1. I hope that they're able to give Holland a spot. And honestly, if it were to go to Keta Minaj, I wouldn't be mad. Because I think there are a lot of girls from Holland that I think are very, very deserving of it. And I would like to see more Holland queens get the opportunity to be on Versus the World or Global All-Stars. Chelsea Boy, Sutter Jean, even someone like Tabitha, who I didn't love, but has had a glow up since her season. My Little Pony.
I love that name.
There's a lot, truly, honestly. And she's a great
Vivaldi.
Absolutely not. Fuck that bitch. I would pick Reggie B before I picked Vivaldi.
I really like Reggie B.
And I also really like Reggie.
I wouldn't mind seeing some Reggie B.
Yeah, okay, she's hot. Anyway.
Did David go?
That is a spoiler for something that's coming out soon.
That's already out, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I would love to see. Keta's, I think, the one person from this cast that I'm like, I need you back for a third time immediately.
I agree.
And Marina. But
and Marina.
She was only of my top 4 that didn't make the top 4.
Yeah. Because you would have had her over Tia.
I would have.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Going into the season, I think Tia absolutely earned her place.
Yeah. But we really didn't have a lot of things in between this and jumping into what we call the finale extravaganza, because they went to the workroom and they talked a little bit.
But first.
Even
though she's fully wearing
who could it be?
Here, I do want to acknowledge that we did crown Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, we did.
And very rightfully deserved. It's Arantxa Castilla-La.
The amount of space that takes up.
I know.
It covered my face.
I know. It literally covered Brandon and half of David. But here, you know what? We'll pop back here for a second. Arantxa Castilla-La. Yeah! I was like, oh, they're doing Miss Congeniality. I was like, oh, that's different. Because they didn't officially do it on UK versus the World 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like 3 girls tied for the win in the unofficial
and didn't they announce it like well after the season?
Yeah, it was on the pop when they were doing the Pop Buzz interviews for the season. But like 3 different girls won Miss Congeniality for that season. So it's like
that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think it was like Cheryl, Lemon, and someone else, but whatever. But I was so happy for Arantxa. Deserved. Deserved. I was like, I feel like it's either going to be Arantxa or Choriza. Yep. Those were the 2, yeah. Or could have seen it going to Keta. Potentially as like well, you didn't win.
I could have seen it to Keta. I actually could have seen it to Keta.
Yeah. But I was so happy I went to Arantxa. And she was so gracious. And I mean, she is always, of course. But she was just like, I love that I have this opportunity. And like, I love when she was like, there's so many other great queens from España. So like, I was chosen for this. Like, I'll take that and I appreciate it. And
They were all busy.
Yeah, the whole cast was busy. So, she got picked. But I love Arantxa, and I wouldn't mind seeing her again either. Give her a few years.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't mind seeing her again.
She tweeted that her and Marina should be on All Stars 10 and she could be the Roxy. And Marina just wears a tank top.
Marina's Alaska.
Yes.
Arantxa, pack that white tank top, girl.
Yep.
Pack that white tank top, girl. Do it. I wouldn't. And then Marina commented on that. I'm like, and she was like, but what if RuPaul crowned both of us? And I was like, Marina, why do you have to be so great, Marina? But yes, I agree with you, Lana. Let's move to the finale. Category is Finale Eleganza.
Look at that back.
Extravaganza.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you,
background.
David.
That background
you,
is so beautiful. I was getting to it. It's the beautiful color.
Thank you.
Gorgeous
This
font.
is the color palette that I would want for my Finale Eleganza dress, which is why I picked it.
Wonderful.
Oh, okay. Love that.
Either this or blue and brown, and I know that's David's favorite color combination.
Yeah,
but it's a really good one.
It's my favorite colors together.
Well, and those are also colors that look very good on me. So, like, if I were on UK versus the World 2, so what I want to do, but I'm not.
I'd probably do something black.
Yeah. But Mayhem Miller sure as hell was on UK versus the World 2.
She did what needed to be done.
And I'm going to level that up one more time to just mugs her.
Yes.
Bitch.
Yes.
Bitch.
That is my score.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Like, come on. That's all I have to say.
I hope you didn't hear my elbow clicking in the background.
I did not.
Did you hear it, Lana?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were clicking on a mouse.
That's my elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't hear it. So
I heard it.
Well,
man, we should be demonetized for that.
Not the clicking of the elbow.
That's what we would get demonetized over.
It should be, yes.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. No, I thought this was absolutely stunning. This is without a doubt the best she's ever looked on any of her 3 seasons.
She's ever worn on Drag Race.
Right. This is incredible. And she put all of the finalists to shame with this look.
All of them.
This was the best finale look.
Okay.
For me.
I'm going to give her second place, but a close second place because I really love this. I love the size. I love the shape. I love everything. The only thing is like the kind of nude parts I didn't like. And it wasn't because of the nude. It was just seeing stuff underneath kind of moving around that kind of like slightly detracted from it. But overall, this was absolutely stunning. So I'm so glad that she's here and she could show off this look. Are we giving scores now?
No, Brandon and I just did prematurely.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll save mine then.
Great. Yeah.
My heart is full. I can't. I love seeing. Yeah, I love it. I love anybody who has a platform like this, has an international stage like this, and chooses to be unapologetically themselves. And baby, this is so good. And this is unapologetically herself in the best way possible. And yeah, I know it's very typical Black girl loving the whole African print and the whole motherland look, but representation matters so much. And this is why I am literally tearing up right now, and I don't want to do it. This is beautiful. Mayhem, you did a beautiful job. This is stunning. One of the best looks I've seen.
Yeah. There were a lot of people I saw, especially after the premiere for this season, that were like, well, why was Mayhem cast in the first place? Like, she flopped so hard. This is her third shot. She's never been good at Drag Race. Her highest placement on Drag Race is 7th. That was on a season with 10 people. So why did they choose her to represent the US on this season? This is why. So all of you that questioned why she was here, yes, she went home first. I didn't like it either. But this is why she was cast. This exact reason is why she was cast. And this is why she will continue to be one of my favorite queens that has ever been on Drag Race. Because she is just so unapologetically herself in every single moment, even when she's messing up the lines that she didn't write to her own talent show performance that could have been anything in the world. That's what I love the most about Mayhem Miller. And I was so thrilled to see her on here, and I was devastated to see her go first. But this is why she was cast. I'm going to start with Lana's score because I know what it is, and then we can go down to Dave.
Yeah, this is everything. I love this look so much. It's so good. Yeah.
All right, David, ruin her perfect score.
Oh no! Now I feel bad.
No, it's fine because this is the way you judge, and we respect you and your opinions and your scores.
I actually did bump her up from what I originally was going to give. I'm giving her a 98.
I was going to say, if you are the reason she gets knocked out of the top 10 for the month of March,
she'll be in there.
She'll be on there.
Go check that out on our Instagram.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, Arantxa, Castilla-La Mancha.
Oh, she has pants.
I'm about to say,
Oh, yes.
I didn't have it up. Thank you.
I got it.
I was scrolled a little bit further down on the banners, but OMG's pants.
Yeah, like this concept I actually love so much. And I love how she got to like flaunt the Miss Congeniality sash with this.
So yeah, this would have they would have had to film the reunion before the finale.
Yeah.
It's CGI.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh my god, I would love
I wish
that.
it was bad CGI.
I wish
Like
it was
just
bad.
kind of like floating and like disconnecting from her.
It was
body.
pixeling out and freezing like I am currently. That would be great.
I mean, they were able to edit someone out in BBC, so
You know, Brandon, you're not wrong.
Mhm.
Conspiracy theory.
you have a tinfoil hat with us, anyways. But
Of course.
But I will say this too, because when she's walking, especially in the second picture there, it actually can look like it's like that type of like peplum dress.
Mhm.
And I think that's where she was going here, which I love. Like the plaid, the tie. And I think I see ties like wrapped around some of this too, like on the puffer sleeves. Like this concept is, and also even like the cage, like is that what it's called? The caged hip.
Mm-hmm.
Just love this. Like this. Like I've grown to love Arantxa so much. So this was great.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I think this is my favorite look she's ever had on Drag Race, to be honest. And yeah, I just really love these colors together. And if you think about it, it almost feels like she took the trans flag colors and just was like, let me change them a little bit on the scale and just create this. And I love how it's kind of like a gender F look. So I think she's probably just reclaiming any gender dysphoria she had, like growing up, knowing that she's trans and being male presenting and was like, let me just take gender and flip it on its head and show you what I feel like drag is. So I was absolutely obsessed with this. The only thing I didn't love was the wig. I do like the idea behind the wig. I just wish it had been a little more polished and structured. It was just a little ratty for me at the top. So that was the only thing that slightly detracted from this.
I feel very bad right now because I was just very emotional over Mayhem's look. And I have to go back to being Simon Cowell of the podcast because I don't like this look at all.
You're the Lolita.
I'm the Lolita of the podcast. I feel like it's so. I mean, I get her aesthetic. I get her point of view on her drag, and I respect her drag. I just don't like the plaid with the stripes at the bottom. I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe her type of drag is not my cup of tea, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I feel like Arantxa is a beautiful human, beautiful soul. I'm just not into her style of drag, and that's fine. That's just not my cup of tea. I'm just not feeling this look like that. So that's it. I'm not going to be the dead horse.
Well, I love this.
Love that for you.
I do agree with you, David. I wasn't the biggest fan of the wig. I thought the wig kind of detracted from the overall look. But I do love the plaid jumpsuit. I love the pants. I agree with you as well, Brandon. I love the illusion as she's walking that it becomes the illusion of this kind of like trumpet skirt dress. I do kind of wish that the bottom of the bell bottom pants were kind of a more plaid. I do agree with you on that as well, Lana. But overall, I love that she took this high school graduation concept and made that her finale look. I think that's just so Arantxa, and it's one of the things that I just absolutely love about her. So, scores.
I gave this an 88.
I gave it a 91.
I gave it a 60. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm also going to give her a 91.
She will not be making the top 10 list.
Oh, no, not even close. Not even close.
Sorry.
And neither will Jonbers Blonde.
No, she won't.
A lot happened in this.
Not a lot happened in this.
Just a lot.
People died.
People died in Jonbers' dress?
A lot
People
happened.
died, right?
People
I'm trying to like.
She is the Derek Barry of the UK. Wait a minute.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! No one died at Big Ben. Oh my god! Sorry, Brandon. Go ahead.
You're fine. Is she trying to give like somewhat Cruella in this? Because I can't.
No, so she said because she said she was the fashion clown so much on season 4 and on this season, she's giving fashion clown. Now, whether there's a Cruella influence, I see it personally. I don't know if it's intentional, but I mostly see it in the tights she's wearing.
Okay, that makes sense then. Now, fashion clown, I get why. But it's just a lot going on in this. I'll be honest, I think the only thing I like about this is just the details on the wig, and that's it. So,
RuPaul, I blame you. This is your fault. This is your fault when you hyped up that pretty good look that she had in her first season and said, this is one of the best things I've ever seen on this franchise. When it was hot, it was very good, but it was not one of the best. And she cannot get this out of her mind that she is that fashionista. She's the epitome of fashion when it comes to Drag Race UK. Girl, you're not. You're good, but you are not that girl. And I don't think you need to be leaning into that as your branding because it's kind of embarrassing. But with that being said, I think there are 2 changes I would have done to this, and it would have significantly improved it.
Okay.
First, get rid of that dumb clown nose. We didn't need that. I didn't need that. It didn't add anything. It wasn't funny. It wasn't campy. It wasn't. Just drop that. And then please take off those tights.
Yeah.
Those tights are ugly. Ugly. And I think otherwise, there is a bit going on still, but it's not a bad look without those 2 things for me. It's a nice color palette of black, red, white. It's successful there. I like the wig too. So there was just a couple things just really detracting from it. But overall, it's not horrible.
I agree with you, David. The clown nose, seriously, let it go. And the ha-ha, let it go. The tights, definitely, no. It looks like you got a skin rash or some skin disease on your legs. It's not cute. But I do agree. Other than that, the dress itself is not bad. I like the wig on her. Her makeup is cute. I just feel like, man, stop trying to do more than you have to. Sometimes edit, like
she needed to Coco Chanel this outfit.
Yes, absolutely. Because baby, them ugly tights is giving me it's making me itch because it looked like she itchy, and I don't like it.
I hope they're not contagious.
It looks contagious. It really does. It just okay. I'm sorry.
Someone told her she was hot, sexy, and she's nothing. She's nothing
of the sort.
Actually, I do agree with both of you because this dress is that I actually really, really like. But yes, get rid of the nose, get rid of the tights. I have 2 other changes because I actually like the base garment. I just want the wig to be bigger and the white skirt part to be bigger. That's all I would have needed, because then it would have felt a bit more proportional with her body, because she does know her body. That's the one thing about Jonbers is her fashion may not be the most fashionista fashion. Is it fashion? But she knows her body very well, and she does know what looks good on her body. And I will always give her that. And even throughout this season, the little bit that she did get to show, it always fit her. She always looked good in it. And whether the fashion was fashioning was kind of the afterthought of the look. But I don't hate this overall.
I didn't see overalls.
Stop it.
Is this the new drag law? Because I'm going to get tired of that too, David.
Yes, I love drag law.
Scores.
60.
Okay, well, this could have been in the 80s for me. The things that I don't like detracted enough that I'm going to put it at 70.
$69.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'm going to give her a 72.
So Brandon's a mean one.
I said what I said.
It's been anyone but David today, actually, if we're being honest, because Lana gave a low score too. So
and I will do it again if I have to.
Now, are you going to do it for Keta Minaj? Because you better not.
Oh, absolutely not. The rib cage.
Yeah. She did what needed to be done. Like, come on. Just the shoulder, and everything's like giving skeleton and everything. Like the white of everything, just this is another. Just that's all I have to say, because that's how speechless I was when I first saw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. This is incredible. This was my favorite of the night, and not by much. But yeah, I thought this was just like an incredible concept, and it was so polished and well structured and executed. Her face looks stunning. The wig, everything, like those nails. I love her nails when she does like that. It just every time I see her like now, I just get sad because I just know that we missed out so much. And I know there are so many people who just know her from this one experience, and we didn't get to see how incredible she is, because she's absolutely one of the best international queens I've ever seen. So I love this so much.
Yeah, this is so good. I mean, I hate we didn't get to see more Keta as well. And it's like every time I see her Instagram of the stuff that she would have worn, I'm like, dang it, y'all robbed us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tia, dang it, Tia, you robbed us.
Don't. Everyone's already coming for Tia. We don't need people coming for Tia.
I mean, but it was Tia who sent out Keta. It's not.
Yes, but she's already. I know.
Here's the thing,
and I agree
only
with you, and I'm also mad at her about it.
But if you send Tia hate for anything, that's ridiculous, because she was playing the game.
I thought you were going to say, if you send it for anything, send it for this.
Oh, absolutely. I would never tell anybody to send anybody hate. That's horrible. Horrible. Not even in jest, I would say that. But no, Tia was playing the game, and she did what needed to be done because she knew Keta was having some amazing looks that looked like this coming down the runway soon. So yeah, I'm not mad at Tia, but I'm like, I stink. But yeah, Keta, girl, you're all right.
Yeah, I really like this. What would my roommate said something about this is what one queen should have done for this category, and I don't remember who it was. Oh, Kimmy Couture. He was like, this is what Kimmy Couture should have done for that one runway when she had the bones.
Yes, I know exactly.
Yeah. This is that's the Wish version of this look. No shade to Kimmy. I love Kimmy because she is correct. Correct. My critique is also correct. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna say, do have one critique.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not major. It doesn't detract fundamentally from my score for this look. I don't like the wig with this much.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, it's just like I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
But I would have wigs.
Don't know. Hey, I'm not the one that came for her first wig. Okay.
But I like the second wig.
Okay, well that's good. I think I just would have liked something a bit more structured overall, and instead, like the little like snail tail in the back, I'm not loving that much with this. I just wanted something a bit more angular and structured for hair with this, because interesting angular movements. Thank you very much. Wait, David, can you do yours again? Because it's just always so funny.
Oh no, I dropped my phone doing
this for me.
But yeah, that's the only thing. Otherwise, I mean, this garment is impeccable beyond. So, guys,
this is full.
I'm also going to give her 98.
I'm going to give her a full cup with Brandon.
How dare you?
You're going to be the winning one.
Okay, but it's literally not by that much. And I promise I'm giving this a higher score than Arantxa because I'm looking at my score right now. I'm going to give Keta a 93.
Okay, good.
Bye, top 10. Bye, top 10.
There's also a lot of looks, okay? There's a lot of looks in March, David. And I know one that will not be making our top 10 overall is Gothy Kendoll.
Something about this tool here, I wish could have been more accentuated.
Don't talk about Logan like that. I'm kidding.
Now, why the fuck am I catching strays today, David? Okay, if I had said some shit about you today, you know what? It would have been warranted and deserved, and I would have understood it really for sure. But I haven't said a damn thing about you today. Oh, yes.
But I said it with a smile and a wink and a heart.
That makes it better.
That makes it worse, you bitch.
Well, now, Logan, when you do give David those strays, he'll deserve them.
He
So
absolutely will. Normally he does. Sometimes I'm unhinged, but normally it's deserved.
I'm like,
Okay. Anyways, again,
That was
this
really funny, David. I'm very
Thank you.
impressed.
yeah, that was funny.
Thanks for the setup, Brandon.
You're
Oh, and thank you, Logan, for the material.
I
Again,
know there's
this
a lot of material here. Don't worry.
this tool, I get where she was going with this, like, because I'm trying to see from this angle, like, because I see it's like a both cape and it's also like part dress.
It was like tool leg warmers.
Yeah.
It's like tool leg warmers into like a garter situation into like a corset panty is what the whole look is.
Mm-hmm. So like I was trying to like figure that out, and that distracted me from like looking at the rest of the outfit because I think the only thing that anything else that catches the eye here is the Puswacha moment.
Yes, of course.
So, but yeah, that's all I could really like say about this because again, I just didn't know what the tool was going for.
Yeah, it was funny because my friend that I went to watch this with, he was like, "This kind of reminds me of that look from Jonbers Blonde in season 1, or not season 1, season 4 of
Yeah.
UK." And I could see it a little bit, especially because there is like this like very slight mint green to this look as well, and there's a lot of tulle, and it's kind of like a bodysuit corset moment. It's just kind of missing the hat. But other than that, I do think this looks good. She looks pretty. It's just a little straightforward for me. Like I if I was on Drag Race, which I never will be because I don't do drag and I don't have a desire to, if I'm going to a finale, I would want to leave something that people are going to remember, like something that really leaves a strong impression. Like just something solidly good and predictable would not be enough for me. But I mean, Gothy hasn't had a lot of experience on Drag Race, so I'm not going to hold it against her too much. But yeah, overall, this was good but fine. Good but fine. Does that make sense?
No.
No.
no,
It's fine good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine, but good. It's all right.
It's more on the fine side of good.
Well, then it's fine. Just
Or
say
is it
fine,
good?
then. But
Good
it's
is good.
but fine.
Just say talk. I don't want to talk to her. We are really referencing season 2 of Drag Race today. I don't know what it is.
We
It's
sure
like the
are.
3rd or 4th reference today.
Mhm. Is this your comments yawning?
I was very bored with this look.
Okay.
Understood.
I was bored. I just bored. She looks pretty in the face. But I'm bored. That's about it. That's all I got.
Someone told her she was fly and sexy, and she's nothing. She's nothing of the sort. I really didn't like this. I'm gonna be honest. The tulle leg warmers are not my favorite thing. It looks like she's trying to do like Queen Elizabeth meets the 80s meets like slutty wedding dress. And I just care for it. That's all. Scores?
This is for me. I think this will also be a 60.
Why did I think you were gonna plead for a second?
I
Oh, no.
truly thought you
No.
could.
Like again, I do like details of this, but not like overall. So
It was that plain Jane plead from last week that just caught us all off
Caught
guard.
me off guard. Because all of our collective reactions at the same time were all kind of just like,
Yeah, I had to go back and
I
watch
still
that moment.
I still stand by that, by the way.
great.
For me, this is, I'll say a 74.
I'm going to do a Brandon and plead. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, I will not plead. I could, because I honestly really am bored with this. But I'm giving it a 50.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pull a Lana doing a Brandon. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Lana pulling a Brandon.
A Lana pulling a Brandon. No, I'm gonna give this because at the end of the day, it is well constructed. I think it's ugly, but it's well constructed. So I'm gonna give it a 69.
Nice.
Thanks. Choriza May.
Now this is Tool that I love. Like
That part.
now, only one thing for me. I wish the wig was bigger.
Don't you dare. It's so cute. It's so cute.
I said the same thing while watching it, and then I remembered what the reference for the runway
Lydia.
was, and then I was fine with it.
Oh, true. But I still like this though. I still really like this. Like the wig in general, but just it gives yeah, I'm still speechless. Like it kind of gives a variation of the Grande Dame's reunion look, but with obviously the Tool, the extravagant everything. So Choriza's getting a she's another giving. She did what needed to be done.
Perfect.
So
yeah, I thought this was really good. And I love Beetlejuice, so I love this reference. And we did, this was the one I was alluding to. We saw this on Instagram last week because
Sure did.
this was going to be her wedding look. But I'm so glad we got to see it on the runway because she looked really stunning in this. I thought the wig was adorable, so I was ready to fight. If anybody was going to come for this wig, I was going to fight you all. And look, I am the wig defender tonight, aren't I? But yeah, I thought this was super adorable and very polished, and I'm just so happy she was back on my TV. Yep.
So you like this wig, David, do you? You do?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Because I recall somebody on another podcast saying, the pigtails, I don't really like the pigtail wigs.
Well, no, but that's because the way it was is it's going out like a little kid, like a little kid pigtail. No, this is up. This is up and more like in the front, and it's specifically Lydia Dietz.
This pigtail wig is doing the same thing the other pigtail wig did, and you were like, I don't like the pigtail wigs because I think they look childish.
And generally I don't, but since it was going for a specific reference, I like it.
Sure, David, Mr. Hypocrite.
This makes sense, right? Please, in the comments.
Don't
go to the comments on this one because you know they're going to defend your ass.
No, they won't.
No,
I will just. I mean, I like the pigtails in the first video, and I like the pigtails here. I just wanted to just call out your hypocrisy that you are failing to do when you like one pigtails over the other pigtails, and they look just like the same pigtails. But
maybe she should have executed better on Lamas.
Maybe, I guess, but I think she did well. But I do like this look because I am a fan of Beetlejuice, and I do like Lydia Dietz, and I can't wait for the next Beetlejuice to come out because
Beetlejuice,
and I can't wait to see it because I love Beetlejuice. But I think this is great. I thought it was cute. Once she said what it was, I was like, you are Lydia Dietz. Then this dress makes sense because if she didn't say this was Lydia Dietz, I was gonna be like, oh no, boo, don't want it. But because it's Lydia Dietz, and I know the reference, and I know what it looks like, and this looks just like Lydia Dietz, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Stitza did it for me. I like it.
I don't think we can ever question why our podcasts are 2 hours ever again.
No, we are. We talk too much, and we are unhinged.
Especially on
We're
today.
Unhinged.
Oh God, season 16 is gonna be rough.
Lupe.
I also similarly was like, boo, tomato, tomato. And then she said what the reference was, and I was like, oh, duh, of course.
Wonderful.
Context matters, right?
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
What I will say, I think the pigtails could have been a little bit bigger. Not by much, but just like a little bit. And it would have been fine. Still would have been true to the look. But yeah, I love this from her. It's just, it's so good. I agree with you, David, completely. I was just so happy to see Choriza May back on my screen. Like it was a pleasure to see her again. So, guys,
This was full.
All right now.
I'll give her 88.
Give her a 92.
I'm gonna give her a 96, which is the opposite of 69.
Great.
Thank you. Scarlet Envy as a condom.
Right. Exactly what I said.
That's what I thought too. I was like, is she a condom?
I did not know where she was going with this, if I'll be honest.
A condom.
Eh.
Because she said every great ending has a pearl necklace.
I mean, that's the only good thing of this outfit, the pearl necklace.
Agreed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this. And I said it a few podcasts ago that when we saw La Grande Dame with her condom dress that was similar, like I was not crazy about it on France. I really liked her version she did on the US. But this is very similar to what La Grande Dame did in France. So this does not work for me. The thing I do like is not the necklace. It's actually the cups of her breasts there. I really like the detailing, all the pearls there. I thought those are really pretty. I love the tits. What can I say? I don't know what accent that was, but
No idea what that was.
Tits.
I love tits, dude.
Dude.
I need you to never, ever do this again, David. Never
Look
again.
at those tits.
Should I get the trapdoor?
No.
No, I'm just going to leave.
Oh.
I love
See,
this
when you do
wig.
clownery, David.
I like this wig. I hate that swoop. Like, put that in, just tuck that up. Like, don't put that swoop bang right there. I hate that so much. But I like the wig. Don't like the dress. I like the beaded part. And I love that she has pearls. Pearls have a special place in my heart. So I'll always love pearls. But, yep, that's it.
For a season where she gave us some of the best damn fashion she's ever given us on Drag Race.
This is her finale look.
I have to say, though, I am obsessed with this wig. And this wig is going to be the sole reason why her score is as high as I'm going to give it. Because otherwise, it's a piece of fabric wrapped around her body. Is she the Derek Barry of the UK versus the world? No, it's still Jonbers. That's all I have to say. Scores.
I think I'm gonna have to do it.
No. Brandon, if you ain't pleased for that other thing.
This is so you're doing what Dawn does, where it's
Yeah.
like I don't know what scores 1 through 59 are.
You just doing this for shock value now. You just
It's
trying to
okay.
get us to be shocked.
It's okay.
I'm not shocked, Brandon. Nobody's shocked anymore with you. You played your shock card.
Yep.
Again, remember, I did
Played your shot in the dark.
Right.
I did 3 pleads in Canada, remember? So
I do.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad that a second ago, when I was doing the thing, I didn't do one of my favorite references from Drag Race that I've never heard another single person reference. It's the Turd City. Anybody know that one? Okay.
No.
It was Chi Chi DeVane in All Stars.
I remember now.
Yeah. But this for me, it's not quite Turd City. I'm gonna give it a 63.
I'm about to say she gets a 60 at least.
Is that your score, Lana?
Yes, 60.
For the wig alone, and the wig alone, I'm giving her a 50.
That's why she got a 60. The wig and the necklace.
What about the tits?
I swear.
Come on, man. We got stuff to do. Keep it moving.
Anaconda.
Don't.
We haven't even talked about the lip syncs yet.
No, we are
Oh,
sick. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh.
Anaconda, please move it along. Thanks.
Yeah. No. Really like this. Love the whole. It's supposed to be magenta or fuchsia.
I don't fucking know, Brandon.
moving
It
on.
doesn't matter.
Anyways,
It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
love
I'm so
the whole.
sorry. That sounded more rude than I did.
You're fine.
Moving along.
I'm moving along. Okay, anyways.
Circling back to Brandon's comment.
I mean, what I love about this dress, it's giving like very nice psychedelics in a way. And I don't know what. I can't tell if the laugh was just. Anyways, it's really nice. I really like this, and the shoulders and the wig matching, just love it. So, all right, next.
Yeah, I think this was one of the stronger looks of the finalists. I really love this fabric on this dress. It almost is like a cousin of Shea Coulee's rainbow look in season 9.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was one of my favorite looks of the season. I will hear no slander about that look, but this one's very good too. And I love that she really accented it with the purple shoulders and with the purple wig. I thought that was a really nice touch for it. So yeah, very, very solid effort here.
It's beautiful. It's purple. It's lovely. She looks beautiful. The dress fits her like a glove. Stunning. And then she was like, this long train is because I'm short, but I love it. And she looked beautiful and confident. I like when Hannah feels sexy and feels beautiful because a different side of her comes out. And I love to see it. When she's doing her campy bits and she's doing her thing, she's giving us that campy Hannah, ha 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 Hannah. But when she feels sexy, she gives us slinky, gorgeous, and it's something in her face where she just feels it. Like the first time we saw it for me was in her wedding look, and I was like, yes, she feels confident, she feels sexy, and in this, I felt she felt sexy, and she walked like she felt sexy, and that's what good clothes do for you. Like when you put on something, an outfit that you know you look good in, and you know you fly. You stand up straighter. You walk with a little more hitching, you giddy up, and you just could nobody tell you nothing. And I love that. I love seeing that on anybody, but I loved so much seeing that on Hannah this season. When she felt her sexiest, she looked her sexiest, and she moved her sexiest. And I bought it. I was like, she is sexy. I'm buying it. She's sexy.
And that's not something she did on Down Under season 2, because really, and I loved her on Down Under season 2, but that was kind of the big thing for her was her runways were always very, very serious or very campy. There was no like sexiness to the way that she presented her drag. I really got it from her too. That's where I've seen like maybe the most growth overall as far as person and drag. I would say maybe comes from Conda, because you can really, and she said it on the runway too. She was like, this time I had fun doing Drag Race. Like this was the most fun I've had on Drag Race. And to hear that she didn't love her first experience is really heartbreaking to hear. I'm so happy that she was here to have this experience and to kind of mitigate that first experience. As far as the look, this Lisa Frank on Shrooms gown, gorge. Love it. Gorgeous. Guys.
I'm giving this an 88.
90.
It's the last time I'm going to judge Miss Anaconda on a look. So I'm just going to do it. She deserves. Yes. You deserve Miss Anaconda.
I'm going with that too. I'm going with that too, for sure.
She deserves. I fell in love with Anaconda, and I didn't think I was. when his first season started. But now I do.
I also did, and I liked her on Down Under season 2. She's become one of my like heart picks on this season.
Yep.
I've really grown to really appreciate her because, especially like thinking about her entire package as well, every look she brought and presented was so thoughtful, and we say that with people like Marina and Tia and Keta with the way that they presented their looks. You got to say that with Hannah Conda too. Because everything she did was so thought out. It was so representative of Australasian drag in the best possible ways. And I'm so damn proud of her. Love Hannah. That's all.
Did you say Australasian?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the term to describe both Australia and Aotearoa as a combined unit.
Oh, okay.
Yes. La Grande Dame from...
Well, not that. Not. Oh my God. Not that. You tried to do. It would have been so great if your internet didn't hate you in that second. You
Yeah,
said,
I know.
That
Yeah, I
one
know.
At first,
second.
I thought the mic peaked. At first, I thought the mic peaked.
Nope. His internet hated him for just that. Their internet hated him for just that 1 second.
It's that time of night where there's like a period of like an hour where my internet just hates me.
Yep.
Because of how long this day has been, we're creeping into that hour. It should get better here in about 10, 15 minutes. So don't worry.
That's true. And I will say, like we said with Hannah Conda, with like smart outfits, this is another smart outfit.
And the Grande Dame absolutely falls under that category too, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Because like the fact that her reunion look was more extravagant than this, however, this still is amazing. Because like when we're thinking the finale runway, like I knew so this was gonna be like of the sort. I love like the detail, I believe, is on the side of the dress, but it's also like going around the dress too. Like, she's another person that I have to say she did what needed to be done.
Yeah, I love La Grande Dame. She's absolutely one of my favorite international queens, and I'm so happy that we got to see her again on this season. Her face card is just never declining. Like, seriously, that mug there is incredible. Incredible.
One of the best mugs across all franchises.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitively. Like, for me, the 3 mugs of Drag Race, honestly, are La Grande Dame, Roxy Andrews, and Sasha Colby.
Yes. There was a picture that Roxy Andrews shared yesterday that I was like, whoa, a jump scare.
And I am very excited to potentially see more of that.
Maybe.
Mug very
Well,
soon.
I'm saying I did not like the mug in that specific picture. It kind of was like a little scary looking for me.
Ow.
I don't know why. I think it might have been the lighting. But
well, the lighting at her home bar is bad.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it was.
Yeah. But as far as this look goes, I wish I connected with it as much as Brandon did. I was a little underwhelmed with it. I like the material. It just feels a little small. Even like, so it's just like a pretty simple silhouette here, but then she has it framed with all of this frill going out, but it's like barely there. Like if this like really jetted out, I think I would have been more intrigued by it, but it just looked like a little bit of frill and it kind of didn't do much for me. It didn't really add anything. I think it detracted a little bit. So overall, I was like, this isn't how I wanted you to end your looks on the show, but she still looks good.
For me, I felt like this was La Grande Dame giving us what La Grande Dame does. This is what La Grande Dame is. This is La Grande Dame when she's not in drag performing drag. This is La Grande Dame on the runway giving us couture fashion, high fashion. And this is what pays La Grande Dame's bills. Like this is her money maker. That's where she's gonna have that beautiful mug, beautiful wig, and a high fashion outfit. That is something that you would see on the runway. And I feel like that's what she wanted to give in this moment, was who she is, what pays her bills, what gives, what makes La Grande Dame. Le Grande Dame, and I appreciate it. Is it huge and is it big? Could it be bigger? Sure, it could be bigger. Is it bad? Absolutely not. It's good, and I feel like this is who she is, and so for that I appreciate it.
I think I agree a little bit with all of you because initially, as she walked out, I agree with you, David. I was a little bit underwhelmed just given the level of like high fashion she had been presenting. But this falls very much so in line with, like you were saying, Lana, what she wears and what pays her bills at the end of the day. And in that regard, I really did like seeing more almost subdued side of her runway. This felt like what she would wear this feels like what Le Grande Dame, the character, would wear in her everyday life. And in that regard, I like that as like the ultimate epitome of Le Grande Dame. So I like this. She's also set the bar very, very high for herself throughout the season. And this didn't hit the bar, but it's just under that bar for me. And I love this look. But there were other looks in the that I liked a lot more. So, scores.
Okay. So I know I gave she did what needed to be done. But I will give like a smaller notch. This would be a 98. You're muted, David.
David, you're so muted, David.
Okay. Yeah, I realized that afterwards. I was like, I'm glad. I was expecting Brandon to significantly drop his scores. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. I give it a 76.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be the mean one on this one.
I mean, that matches with my critiques I gave it. So
it does.
It does.
And
that's what I'm saying. You're just gonna be the mean one this round. Everybody had their turn. I'm going to give this a 90.
I'm gonna give Le Grande Dame a 92. Marina Summers.
I think this is for you. Like you were very underwhelmed with the Grande Dame. For me, if I'll be honest, was a little bit overwhelmed with Marina for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Because for some reason, and I can't, if I'm remembering correctly, like the headpiece and the chest part that Marina's wearing is similar to what Bernie wore. If I'm remembering correct.
For which runway?
I'm trying to remember which one. So I want to say it was like it was Bernie's second to last one, I believe. I'm trying to remember, but still.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
You might be right. I don't remember though.
And then, but I get where she was going with this whole blue, like again, like the ocean. I just wish this skirt moment was like a full-on gown moment. Like how I would picture this is like the whole like skirt would be like a full like skirt gown. Like how I think of it. So I'll have to reference Taylor Swift with this, but in a dress that she wore on one of her tours, she has like a full bodysuit, but like before that she wears like a whole skirt. So, like that's why I was like that was like one edit I would make with this, in my honest opinion. I do love this like black velvet though. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this was a little bit underwhelming, like for Marina for me.
Yeah, I tend to agree, unfortunately. And I think it's another one where my expectations for her were just like sky through the roof. So I just wanted to be blown away. I actually really like that she kept this underwater theming throughout the season. I think that's really cool. for me, what I would have changed about this look is, so I do like the bottom part. I do think it would have been cool if it was like bigger, like extended out some with some splashes of white, because like waves, they have white in there too. And I agree that the black fabric looks good, but I don't feel like it fits the theme of this look as well as it could be with something else. I kind of wish it was like a tan that had kind of a sandy effect to it, just to kind of have the water, the sand, and all of those creatures and things you would find in the ocean. I thought that would have been really cool. But overall, like, I am nitpicking because she does look really good still. I really wish there would have been a way for her to switch this and her underwater look that she had 3 weeks ago. I think that would have been an amazing fun finale look. But still, this is not bad by any means.
Yeah, I feel like Marina, it's your fault. This is your fault because you gave us so many amazing runways that we were just like blown away. And then we get to this one and we're like, okay, a finale is going to be, if you were just giving us these looks on the regular runway, the finale is going to be spectacular, phenomenal, like stupid crazy. And then it was like, oh,
Yeah.
cute, but not the spectacular, phenomenal like we expected it to be. But you all were talking about mugs and who has the best mugs in Drag Race history. I think Marina Summers will be on the, like, if we're looking at the Mount Rushmore of mugs and drag, this face needs to be there because this mug, her mug is always insane and she's stunning. But yeah, it's your fault, Marina. I blame you for being so fabulous and phenomenal, and then we just expected more.
I'm trying to figure out who the Mount Rushmore of mugs would be, because I think I'm going to amend my previous statement. I'm thinking Marina, the Grande Dame, Vanessa Van Cartier, Sasha Colby.
Okay.
That feels correct for me.
That does feel correct.
That feels correct for me. Anyway, with everything you all already said. So I think Marina looks stunning. And this look is very lovely. And she looks phenomenal. But she set that bar so high that it's just... And this is not a bad look. This is not her worst look. It needs to be... We all know the worst look of the season was. We all know that for sure. But it's very, very good.
I'm trying to see what was her worst look.
That sea creature, the second look in the ball.
Oh, the second look in the ball. And that wasn't even that bad.
That wasn't even that bad, exactly.
Like, and that was the worst look. Yep, you're right. Because
Guys.
This was an 88 for me.
90.
90.
I'm also going to give her a 92, just like I did Le Grande Dame. So. Last up, Tia Kofi, wearing an adequate dress made of materials that is on her body. I say this really quick, and then Brandon, I'll let you go. I screamed when she walked out in this. I was also fairly tipsy at that moment, but when she didn't do this for her redemption, I was like, oh, she's not. And then she did it for her finale gown. And it's still not the prettiest thing I've ever seen her wear. But God, I was happy to see this reference as her finale gown. I won't lie to you.
I honestly was waiting for because like, what was her? I'm trying to remember what her actual redemption was.
It was the pterodactyl that she went home.
Oh right, yeah. Which that was a redemption.
A great redemption. Great redemption for sure.
Now with this, so I got to see the Instagram where Jeffrey Kelly made this, and I was like, oh, that is like, and the fact that Tia, like Jeffrey said that Tia like said that every detail she wanted in this, so and Now, part of me wished, and I say wish, that like that neon green, like it is implemented in here. However, I wish there was a little more to it. But I am so happy that this was like the finale look that she picked because of the fact that I think this was like I want to say a concept that she wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, but this was great. And yeah. She didn't do the movements though. That's the one thing she didn't do.
Yeah, I was also hoping to see something referencing that look. Now I wish we didn't. I wish we didn't because I do not like this.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it still kind of looks like a design challenge look still. Other than like the corset, you can tell that's like professionally made. Although we've seen some really well made type of corset looks on Drag Race. But for me, it looks like she took a fuzzy rug and just wrapped it around her body. So I did not love that. And I actually think this is the worst her makeup has looked all season. I was very surprised. I think there's some discoloring going on. And I kept looking at her eyebrows and I'm like, how are her eyebrows so
the
bad?
eyebrows.
Yeah, her eyebrows are very arched, which is not something she does typically. I think if I remember right, she does more of like a straight across brow typically, but yeah, I the mug here was interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a step back from the progress we've seen, and we've seen a lot of progress from
So
her.
much progress, yeah.
This was quite a few steps. I think this was probably my least favorite of the finale looks for all 11 contestants.
Shit.
I'm not a fan of this golf course dress. It just looks like a golf course.
Ooh. Okay, that's another one.
AstroTurf.
That's very much football field, AstroTurf, golf course, anything that grassy knoll, like this was the grassy knoll. Like I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. And I don't know the reference, so it just looks like an ugly dress to me because I don't know the reference of it.
The original was a design challenge look that was uglier.
I got the context clues of that.
With holes in it.
But yeah, it's. I agree with David. It still looks like a design challenge dress, but that's all.
Now, see, I'm circling back.
You already had your turn.
Okay, well, I was going to agree with you and David, but sure.
No, I want to hear.
Because what I was going to say is, I love that she referenced this as part of her finale look. It's still not the best made.
Right.
It is well constructed because Jeffrey Kelly is a good designer. But if this is exactly what Tia wanted for the look, Tia girl. I've been in the trenches this season defending the hell out of you and your fashions. I can't with this one.
Mm-mm.
It's not bad. I do like the corset. I like the silhouette. I hate this AstroTurf. That's the one thing that I don't love with this, but the hair is lovely.
It's good.
I'm scared.
This was an 80 for me, so that's fine.
I'm gonna give her 59.
I won't plead because that's disrespectful for the finale.
Thank you.
But I'm going to give her a 40.
I'm trying to see what I gave everyone else. I'm like, do I like this? Okay, I'm gonna give Tia a 77. I think that's fair.
Sure.
For me.
Sure.
You know, Brandon really saved Tia by pleading for Scarlet's look.
I know. But also, look, it's Blue Hydrangea!
Yay.
Yes.
Her face when RuPaul announced that there was a cash prize
Oh my god.
Would have been me.
Yeah, I have the picture saved. Hold on.
Thank God.
Oh, I have it too. It's
It's so good. I love Blue. I love Blue so much.
here was her
Same.
face.
Stop it.
Oh
Stop
my
it.
god.
Stop it, David. Oh.
Yes, but I wanted to include Blue as well because I think her give up look was very lovely.
I love her pants.
Yes, gorgeous.
Yep.
It's an everyday woman going to get Apple shows and also the next winner of UK versus the World. It's very demure of Blue to do this.
Mhm.
So. Okay, now to the part 2 hours in that we don't want to talk about, which is the lip syncs. So we're
Can
going
we
to
just go through this really quickly?
Yes.
Yes.
So the wheel is brought out, spun by Arantxa, proportional by number of repeater badges. I was so confused by this.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Like it gave the more wins you got, the more advantage you got for it to potentially land on you, and then you would get to pick your opponent. It made sense.
Which made me think, because it does land on Marina, which made me think they want Marina in the top 2. So this whole sequence confuses me. I'm going to be honest.
Or
So-
I think they might have just planned to do this all along. So
Perhaps. So Marina is spun on the wheel. Marina picks Hannah. It wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have picked Hannah.
La Grande Dame, come
I
on.
would have picked Grande Dame.
I would have picked
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Hannah gets to pick the box with the song in it. And so we find out that Hannah and Marina are in round 1, lip syncing to I'm Out of Love by Anastasia. Another song that I have been dying to see on Drag Race. And now I
how have
see
we
why
not?
they haven't done it until now.
I won't go there for specific.
Oh no,
reasons.
I think they both did. I think they both did a good job in the lip sync from what we saw.
It could have been one of them did an amazing job. We never know. We'll never.
Allegedly,
know.
one of them did a fantastic job.
I mean, according to the faces of the people who were sitting there,
In the judges,
and everybody was like, "This person did an amazing job," and
Yeah.
they were stunned to death to know that was not the winner. But what we, the audience, we saw 70% of Hannah's lip sync, and she did well. I'm not just this.
I loved her concept for this. I have to say, I loved the fact that she went with like the microphone. That's very Australian because we've seen that a few times. I think on Drag
Maxi
Race
Shield.
Down Under. I was gonna say Maxi is the one I remember distinctly. But I love that concept, and I think her performance was good.
It was fun.
It was very good. I think they both did good, and for me, it could have gone either way.
I mean,
Even
it
based
can only
on a
go
little bit of
either.
softness.
I feel like it was only either way because we didn't see, and I feel like Marina did things we didn't see, and that makes it very hard for me to go, yes, Hannah won this lip sync. It makes it very difficult for me to say that because we did not see. We only saw Marina go, and then it was off, and then she said, "What?" And then it was off, and it was like, wait, how am I supposed to judge when I can literally count the moves she did on stage? She literally did that. We saw 10 moves. We saw her do this. We saw her go this. We saw her spin. We saw her drop down to the ground. Like literally, we didn't see anything, but we saw Hannah take out her microphone. We saw her spinning. We saw her hitting the ground. We saw her slithering and sliding. We saw her popping and journeying, and like we saw everything. So I'm like, yes, Hannah did a really good job. What did Marina do? It just wasn't fair editing where we could honestly see what she did. And that is why we were talking about it earlier. And that is why we feel like production hid everything. Because even when your jury of people are sitting there watching and you say Hannah kind of wins, and they're like, what? No.
Even Hannah was shocked.
Even Hannah was shocked. So I'm like, what did we miss? I feel like we missed so much. And I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah. And
I don't want to take anything away from Hannah either.
True. And
No,
what you
because-
all haven't realized is this whole podcast, I've been doing an homage to Hannah Conda in that lip sync by holding my microphone because that's mostly what she did in
Good
this
job,
lip sync.
Good.
But here's what I will say. So in any song, especially upbeat songs, there are moments. You can tell when the moments are in the song where somebody's going to do something.
Mhm.
And every time the song hit one of those moments, we were either looking at Hannah or looking at the judges. And I just know, especially like seeing Graham's eyes like go down. I'm like, okay, Marina did something, and they are purposefully keeping us from being able to see it. And we saw something very similar a couple of years ago with Monet Exchange and Jinx Monsoon,
Yeah.
where it was just a complete butcher job of that lip sync. Why I think this is worse is because at least on that season, Jinx had a killer track record and Jinx had a huge amount of fan support. So I can see maybe not crowning the person who had the best lip sync just because of that. But here it was not the case. It was not the case. Marina had the stronger track record between the two. She definitely had the fan support, and they knew she was going to have the fan support. They knew it. But it was absolutely, it was riggery. Honestly, it was rigged in this moment to get rid of Marina, and everybody's face in that room told us that.
Yeah. Did y'all see Marina performing this in Manila the night of the finale? Like, she's wearing the same outfit, same song, and I don't know if she's in the same routine, but she did do a dip, and there was a lot of stunting happening in the routine, which makes me think, to your exact point, David, that there was like, especially with Graham going up, down, like there had to have been something. There's stuff we didn't see, and unfortunately, that means that I never thought I would actually do this, but there is a banner that says Marina Summers was eliminated from Drag Race, and
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
even if they were gonna crown Tia, like, and it's nothing to take away from Hannah, because Hannah also, that's just the difficulty of this whole situation. At the end of the day, if they were gonna crown Tia anyway, the least they could have done is put Marina in the top 2. And I feel like people would be less upset if Marina had made top 2 again, as opposed to being eliminated in this way, the way that they edited this.
I think they just knew there was no world where
Anybody
Marina would lose to Tia.
And I agree with that, which is why they did it. I think there is a universe where they could have justified it, because Marina did have the strongest track record out of the 4, but Tia's not that far behind her if you look at points per episode.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a justification. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure I've talked with all of you about this at this point. I fundamentally believe Marina Summers will be back on our TV within the next few years. I feel that in my spirit, because the way that RuPaul has talked about Marina and has looked at Marina, the way that Marina Summers exited the stage, asked RuPaul to do the Marina Summers, and she did. RuPaul is never going to forget Marina Summers, and I fundamentally believe that there will be a season in the near future where Marina Summers will get a crown. I feel that in my spirit.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I feel it too.
Yeah, I was with my coworker watching this. I was mentioning that he watches Drag Race, but he just will not watch anything not in English. And the whole time I've been like, just wait until you see Marina Summers. I cannot wait for you to see her. And so immediately the first episode, he's like, okay, Marina's my favorite. Last night when I was at his place, he said, Marina's my favorite drag queen, period, ever.
He needs to watch Philippines. I'm telling you.
He started, but he was still having struggles with the language.
Philippines is still even in like half English. Like,
Yeah.
it's half English, half Tagalog at the end of the day. So, like, I get it. And I understand those people that are like, I just can't do subtitles. I get those people. I understand that. But we're going to move beyond Marina. But we love Marina. And I do believe in my heart of hearts, she will be back.
I do too.
I think they're going to Raja O'Hara, a Canada versus the World season for her. And let Brooke crown her.
Honestly,
If Paolo couldn't do it, and if Rue couldn't do it, I know for a damn fact Brooklyn Heights would crown Marina Summers in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
So, but then we move on to our second lip sync. Tia Kofi versus Grande Dame, lip syncing to Boogie Tonight by Booty Love. This was dumb.
It was
a dumb lip sync. I love this.
It was a fun song, but it was the stupidest lip sync, and I didn't mind it because I feel like the way their relationship has blossomed on this season, it was just fitting for them to have fun together and have the stupidest, dumbest. Because both of them know, like, we are not the dancers. That's not our judge. That's not our gig. We're not going to be Marina Summers out here flipping and stunting and doing it. That's not what we do. But what we do is have a good time. And what we do is go out there and make people laugh and have fun. And that's what they both did. Like, they both had moments I was like, yes, I like that. Like, I like the interpretation of Tia's lip sync and how she was just like, just doing stupid stuff like,
that was great.
This goofy character kind of like silliness, and I like that because that's just Tia's personality and that's just her aesthetic as the queen. And I'm like, baby, that's just gonna do it the best you can, and she do. And then you got Legrand, who we got this season to show her humor and feel comfortable enough to not just be this supermodel, but to be funny and be a little silly and still be Grande Dame. And I loved it. Like, she had moments. She first of all, the outfit, the feather hat, and I love that look. I love that look. That is my favorite Grande Dame look ever. I won because that looked just stupid. But the fact that she wore that, I was like, yes. But then she had a little trouble taking it off, and I was like, she's struggling. But when she took it off and he had that little black slinky dress on, and we got the booty shave I was like, she looked like she was having fun.
Yeah.
For her, because she said she didn't get to do that in her first season. Her, Hannah, Tia, just being able to enjoy these seasons and enjoy being able to be themselves. I love that journey. And so I love that for Legrand. And then the end, when they were just stupid kissing and rolling around on the floor.
Like, Espana also.
When my friends and I were watching the show, we really were like, this season really just is the epitome of guys being dudes in dresses. Like, that's really what this season is. Because, like, Tia's whole shtick is dad jokes, and I fucking love it. And, like, Grande Dame is so dumb, but in the best way. And Hannah's comedy is just so, like, wink, wink, nudge, clown. And Marina is so...
Even Marina was so excited when she was able to pull off Butch. And she remember when she was
right.
like, what up, Butch? Well, I'm like, I love that.
This season is guys being dudes in dresses and Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha. Because I will not invalidate her trans identity.
No.
Correct.
I will say, I think you all should have just started with me and my thoughts on this lip sync because...
Oh, no, David.
I know. I was like, oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to rain on this parade. I think there's a very fine line to how Tia lip syncs and how Jimbo lip syncs. And I love Jimbo, but I do not think that her comedy lip syncs are that good. Like, they can be funny, but they are not enough to make them good lip syncs. For me, Grande Dame absolutely won this lip sync. I felt like there was a fierceness and there was a composure that Grande Dame had, especially in the first half. It kind of devolved, and I felt like Tia kind of brought her down to her level, which was a little frustrating for me. But it was just pure madness with Tia. Like, I thought it was. This is going to be a rough. We saw Velveteen lip sync this week. It was not as bad. It was not as bad as Velveteen, but it was pure madness, like we saw with Velveteen.
I don't agree with that. I feel like it was not madness, and I don't think Tia brought Grande Dame down. I think Grande Dame lost her energy towards the end. I think Tia was very even keeled on her energy level, and Grande Dame started with the energy. I just think towards the end of the lip sync, her energy just skunk a little bit.
And to be fair, we also saw that in the first episode lip sync against Marina as well. Like it's a pattern we have seen from Le Grande Dame. I understand your perspective for sure, and I definitely think Le Grande Dame did a great job. I'm gonna say this, and I mean no disrespect towards you. I just don't think you like Tia as a performer.
I do. I think that's what it is.
As a lip syncer, as a
lip syncer, no. I think she's lost every single lip sync she's been in on this season. Every single one, even the one we haven't talked about yet.
Sure.
So yes, no, she's not my lip sync kind of queen. She has her strengths, and I really do appreciate those.
Lip syncing is not
it for me.
They're and I wouldn't say lip sync is a strength of hers either, but I think there's a brevity to the way that she lip syncs that personally I really enjoy. And I get why you wouldn't enjoy it. I absolutely get it.
Jimbo's one of my favorite queens ever.
And that's where it confuses me a little bit, David, because you love Jimbo so much. And I feel like
not
Jimbo,
her lip syncs.
True.
But
and
you don't like Jimbo's lip syncs.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, Jimbo and Tia live on the same drag planet. So, like, for me, at least. So, and I get it. Definitely understand it. But
it makes sense for me then, because even if you're saying your favorite person, your favorite queen is not your favorite to watch doing a lip sync, like you could rather just not them do lip syncs, that'd be great. And I feel like that's some people feel that way. But you probably feel that way about Tia. Like, you're a great performer, just don't lip sync. I don't need to see you do that.
Tell Joe, character, do that. That's Tia's drag.
I would love to see her at a roast, a haters roast. Oh, I would love that.
Well, we saw her at a roast and she did very well.
I know. I want to see it in person.
I want to see her do stand-up. I want to see a one-woman show. I would pay good money to see Tia Kofi do a one-woman show. Like, that, for me, I think is...
Ooh,
I honestly feel like this could be the launching platform for Tia to have a, like, years down the line, have a, like, Bianca Del Rio style sort of, like... Because Bianca ain't a great lip-syncer either. She's fine.
We don't really know, do we?
We've only seen one lip sync from Bianca.
And it was to a RuPaul song.
And it was a 3-person lip sync. 4-person, yes.
Yes. But yes, Tia does win the lip sync. Le Grande Dame is eliminated. I love Dada.
I do too.
She also just brought so much to this season. And I adore her.
Me too.
Me too. And you know what? If I could get the Philippine fans to get Viva Fatale to follow me and chat with me, can we get Le Grande Dame to message me too? Because she's so cute. She's so cute.
No, because her and Tia are getting married now, obviously. But we have a top 2 of the epitome of guys being dudes in dresses. Yeah!
But in a very respectful way. Like, we love them so much.
I mean this with the most respect in the world. Hannah and Tia are 2 of my favorite drag queens to ever be on Drag Race. Like, I love them both so much. But they are the top 2, lip syncing to Your Disco Needs You by Kylie Minogue. This lip sync, I loved this lip sync. I know
so much.
David hated this lip sync, and I know he didn't agree with the winner of this lip sync if it technically was Tia. I don't even know if it was technically Tia, but I just thought this was so stupid, and I loved it.
Also a good song choice.
How have we not gotten Your Disco to at this point?
Right.
Like... All right, David, talk about how much you hated this lip sync.
No, I saw that.
Change.
So, yes, I did do a wardrobe change. Thanks for noticing. Because now I'm Team Hannah. Come on, Hannah, you can do it.
I hate you so much.
Don't worry, Filipino fans. I have been Filipino strong this entire episode. So, boom, ding.
Yeah. I will be honest, at this point in my viewing experience, my brain was in this weird, like, fuming flames on the side of my face.
Flames
burning,
on the side of my face,
breathing.
burning.
Yes.
Flame just
So
poured out of his mouth.
I was honestly seeing red, and it was not about the queens. It was about like, oh, I see where this is
I
going.
get it.
This is
I
what
get
I
it.
was afraid of.
So do you remember this lip sync?
I don't remember it super well. I do
Great.
remember thinking Hannah was better, but not by a lot. I think this was the closest one of the night for me. Man, I was holding out some hope on being wrong. Man, I love Hannah so much.
I genuinely at this point was like, there's a universe where Hannah Conda wins this season.
Oh.
And I, as soon as Marina was eliminated, I was like, there's a universe Hannah Conda wins this season. And honestly, I'm here for it. Like, I was really like, but wait a minute though. Like, I wouldn't be mad at this outcome. I really wouldn't have. Obviously, I got my preferred outcome because Tia won. But I was like, Hannah winning. And honestly, I would maybe say Hannah won this lip sync. It was very close. I think the closest lip sync this season, honestly. But I really enjoyed what both of them did. Actually, no, Hannah didn't win this lip sync. Grande Dame won this lip sync when she lip synced for Tia during the French part.
Oh yeah,
That
the
was
French
great.
part. That killed me.
The way Tia went to Grande Dame and Grande Dame did it.
That was so dumb. I love
That
okay,
is-
that's the part I remembered.
I'm about to say, but that is why Tia won.
Yes.
Because Tia thought about all the little stuff, the littlest things. Like she was like, okay, I can't speak French. I'm not going to sit here and
I
act
don't
like
know
I'm
the
speaking
French,
French.
so
And so I'm gonna go to the one who I know, my man, my girl, my man, my girl, my man, my girl, my man. And they was like, she was like, what we gonna do is you go help me out in this lip sync. And I think that was so dang smart. And I feel this is what I felt about this lip sync. I thought the lip sync was fine. Was it was a great lip sync that I'm gonna remember forever? No, I'm not. I'm probably gonna forget about this lip sync in the next couple weeks. Maybe tomorrow, because that's just how my brain works. But I think what I felt the way Tia performed it was very smart. Like she was just like, she knew what she was gonna do. It was gonna be typical, like it's very on the nose Tia, like I get this guy. Yeah, you know, it was just, and she just thought about things. And then when she went, I think the PS that was stomps is when she grabbed the girl. I know, right?
I see you.
You saw me. You saw that.
I see you.
Okay, but yeah, was when she grabbed Grande Dame, and Grande Dame just went right into it and did it for her, and she was like, "Yeah." And then even Hannah had to run over and was like, "Oh yeah, that too. That's me." Like, no, girl, that's not your idea. That was Tia's. And I just think it was just little moments like that that made Tia edge out Hannah by a smidge. I don't think either one of them were like super duper fantastic and nobody wiped the floor with each other. It was very even keel, but I think those moments took edged Tia over top. But it was fine.
I feel like I'm gonna come back to this lip sync at the end of the year, and it's gonna make my top list, and everyone's gonna be so mad, and we're gonna remember this episode, and we're just all gonna be mad. But I'm not
gonna be mad at you. I'm just gonna be like,
choices. Will be. But
choices.
So many season 2 references on this episode, and Clue.
Mm-hmm.
Good for us. But we have a winner.
Yep, we talked about it already.
We've talked about it incessantly, but Tia Kofi is the winner of UK versus the World 2. I have to be really honest, just because I love Tia so much, I cried. I also cried when Marina was eliminated, to be fair.
And you were drunk, to be fair.
I was very drunk at this point. I chugged a beer after Marina got eliminated because I was just like, I need to be in a different headspace right now to finish this episode. Because I was just like, I was distraught when Marina was eliminated. Because I tend to spoil myself on Drag Race a lot when it comes to things. I didn't know we had full tea. The tea has been very back and forth all season on whether the top 2 was Tia and Marina or Tia and Hannah. So I actually didn't know who else was in the top 2. So when Marina was eliminated, I was like, nah, I'm going to go chug a beer real quick.
I can just picture what Logan was like when Tia won. You were doing this exact thing.
Oh, geez. No. Actually, I was 100% silent, sobbing, like cuddling a pillow. That was my exact sitting on the floor up against my couch, holding a pillow, just like sobbing a little bit. And then I was like, I'm actually crying. And everyone was like, oh, and I was like, she just means so much to me. And like, I never thought we would see a universe where Tia Kofi was a Drag Race winner. Like, I always wanted it for her. I never thought we would actually get it. And when this season started, I was like, Tia's gonna do real well. I don't know if she's gonna win. I always held out hope that riggery would happen, and riggery did happen. And like I said behind the scenes as well, if Tia won this season with like one challenge win and being in the bottom the whole time, then I would understand what everyone is saying about riggery and things like that. And I still think Marina deserved the crown in a lot of ways, and this entire top 4 is incredible. But for me, Tia really, the growth she displayed on this season, what she was able to present, and she just felt like a well-rounded drag queen and a fully realized human more than anything else. And that's something that, for me, someone that's loved her for so long, I was so happy to see that, and I loved seeing this as the culmination of her journey.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, here's where I'm happy the Tia won. I think watching so many seasons of Drag Race UK, it seems like they have such a hard time finding a fit for the queens of color, and specifically Black queens.
yes.
It feels like a lot of time they just don't fully get the credit that they deserve, or they're put there to be lip sync assassins. So I'm just so happy that after all these years, we finally have a queen of color, specifically a Black queen, that has gotten the crown in the UK. And it's Tia, who comes from one of the absolute best seasons of Drag Race ever. And I really hope this opens a door for other queens from UK season 2 to come back to a different season and just absolutely slay it. Because I like Tia as a person. I didn't always love her thing. There are so many queens from that season that I love and respect, and they could absolutely get the crown. And come on, Tace. Come on, Tace.
Yes.
I was gonna say Tace. I was gonna say Estina
Bimini.
Mandela. I think Bimini. I think all 3 Black queens from UK season 2 could be winners.
Mm-hmm.
What? You mean, wait, they're just woke, right? They just gave Tia the crown because she's woke. They're woke, right? That's what they gave Tia the crown for, because they're woke. We're in the woke society right now. No, that's what those other stupid people sound.
That's almost as bad as David's bro impression. I'm not even gonna lie. Almost as bad.
Oh no.
I mean, it really
so
is
you
bad,
want
but that's what it is.
You want to know an interesting fact of the UK lore now?
I would love to, Brandon.
So this is now the 3rd UK even season. So 2 for UK versus the World 2, where whoever was the entrance first won.
Oh yeah, because Lawrence was first, Danny was first, and Tia was also first.
So like that was an interesting realization that just happened, like literally like when.
All right, well, whoever walks in first on UK 6 is gonna win.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I'm excited to see. But that concludes this season of UK versus the World Series 2. What I know will go down, for me at least, as one of my favorite seasons of all time.
Same.
Because I really just top to bottom, this season gave me, from the moment of, well, fuck, to this wild ass finale. I really enjoyed this season, and Marina Summers for a crown soon, please. Thank you. And you know what? She's gonna make so much money. She's gonna make so much money now, and I'm thrilled for her for that. So,
yeah, literally like right after this episode, she tweeted out saying like, "All right, get the bookings rolling."
She's coming to Phoenix in July, and I'm pretty sure she's coming to Phoenix right before she goes to DragCon.
Oh,
so I'm hoping to see her in Phoenix and then see her at DragCon, because That's going to be wonderful. But I'm going to do the world's fastest outro to get out of here. Except
Well, we
before I
need to
do the outro,
Wow.
before I do the outro, we must acknowledge the draft where I'm going to shade her because she's not here. Someone that didn't show up for the whole season tied for a win in this draft.
And so, you know what? Since they tied, they're second.
And the tiebreaker is the number of episodes.
I was thinking that.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Get an
add
extra
a
5
point.
points.
so with
Yeah.
that being said,
The winner of our draft is
congratulations, David Healy!
Yay!
David wins the draft. Absolutely.
And
the
I
other
had
person gets -5 points. Not
I freaking love my team too because I had Hannah, I had Grande Dame, I had Marina, and I had Jonbers. I wanted Keta, but she was taken.
You had the winner, David.
True, you had the winner.
Three
but
of
I
us.
love it.
Yeah, three of us.
Three
did,
of us.
myself included.
And me. And
Nope. It was just
Dawn.
Dawn.
Mhm.
I think it had to have been Dawn.
Hold on.
But yes.
Let me pull up the graphic.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
I don't
really
care,
matter, Brandon.
I
Nobody
really
cares that
don't
much.
care, Brandon.
Fair.
David Healy with his first draft win of the year.
Yay!
Woohoo! I love
Second.
that for you. Second draft winner.
First one for this channel.
Yes.
First Drag Race draft win of the year. Yeah.
Word.
And with that being said, I'm going to do the world's fastest outro because
Absolutely.
we have other things to do. So thank you so much for joining us for this entire journey of UK versus the world. Let us know all your thoughts in the comments down below, unless they're hateful. I will delete them personally. So send all of the love to all of your favorite queens from this and all of the Drag Race seasons that you watch. Go buy their merch. Go support them on their social media. Go see them at DragCon if you go. Go tip them if you see them in person. Go tip your local queens. And also go get our merch while we're at it, because our merch is also fantastic. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on your way out. Subscribe to all of our other channels as well. Hit the join button if you want to become a member of our tea room, or head over to Patreon. All those links are down in the description below. You can follow our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You could also go follow the four of us down below. And you could also go get your merch. That link is down below. With that being said, cheers.
Cheers.
Sticky rice.
You
Sticky rice.
can.
Filipino winner.
Yeah.
I'm a
Hey.
Filipina.
Bing, bang, bong. Sing,
Sing,
sang,
sang,
song.
song. Ding,
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 dong.
dong. You can.